We are live. Welcome to Scott's Inverts. We have Paul and his green mamba with us this evening. I hope everybody is well. Just give me 2 seconds to load up the laptop so I can read everybody's comments. When Paul's when we got the mamba on Paul's video, I am gonna obviously make his screen a little bit bigger, but we'll just hold fire just for a little bit yet, just to let people come in to the live. I hope you're all well.
Do you have to add that it is a green mamba, not a black mamba?
That was my mistake. Completely my mistake. I did say black mamba. It is not a black mamba. It is a green mamba. I should imagine the venom toxicity is exactly the same.
Black mamba's more toxic, but it's not a snake you want to get bit by.
Let me just check the. Oh, hi Lincoln. Hi Happy Ant. Hi Ellie. Hi Mark Spider Guy. Hi Happy Ant. Hi Adrian. Hi Stacey. Hi Spider Mom. Deadly Nightshade. Hi. Don't know what's going on with this phone of mine. There we go. Man, I was literally just whipping up a cup of tea and it was like, my God, it's 8 o'clock. Hi, Ken. Ken is watching all the way from the Philippines. It is something like about 3 o'clock in the morning over there. He's a young lad. He's absolutely
get to your bed.
He's been following me for ages. I feel a bit guilty when he's in because he stays up to watch. I'm gonna have to do a live in the daytime, in the Philippines daytime. Do you know what I mean? One of these times, so he ain't gonna stay up. Hi, Ben's pet.
Hey, does your mum know that you're awake at 3 in the fucking morning?
No, he watches on the sly.
Right.
He does watch on the sly. Hey, Dale. Before anybody asks or anything, Paul is fully licensed up and has years and years and years of experience with snakes. What he does on the live stream, we do not recommend that you do at home. If you're thinking about getting a venomous snake, obviously make sure you got your license and make sure you have years and years and years and years of experience behind you before you even consider it. And there's significant training, obviously, that you have to do as well. I know it varies from country to country, but in the UK it is quite strict. So we shall go by the UK's laws.
Yeah, guys, anything that you see me doing, I don't recommend it. It is highly dangerous. So if you do get into venomous snakes, please don't even attempt to copy what I'm doing. As Scott says, I've got years and years and years of experience. Countless hours with venomous snakes. I've done this for 11 years now. And I've only started really getting hands-on with them after 10 years. So it took me 10 years to get to this stage where I felt comfortable. I do have autism. And I sort of fell into the way that I do it. I got the King Cobra and then things just got more hands-on for there. So I never set out and intended to be hands-on. It just happened. But if you're going to get venomous snakes, please do it by the book, hooks and shit like that.
Hi, Northern Exotics.
Say again?
I was just giving a shout out to Northern Exotics, to Ben's Pets, who's just come on. He said he's got a venomous snake, a hognose. I think that they could be much more further apart if you try, could they?
I know. Hey, I've seen the mess that hognose snakes can make of some people. They can make quite a mess of you.
Yes, if they latch on, definitely.
And you'll have to excuse them. you'll have to excuse me because I do have there's a green mamba here, and I am trying to keep him for like climbing, so I keep rotating the bin.
Give
But
it
yeah.
2 seconds and we'll get the chat up like this. So we're full on you, Paul. So Paul, you've been keeping the snakes since 14 years of age?
Yeah, I've been keeping snakes when I was 14, on and off. My first snake was a garter snake, and I was absolutely petrified of it. The poor thing was, it was seriously ill when I got it, so it had to be put to sleep. And then maybe about a year or two after that, I found myself with a corn snake, and that's when my fear started to subside. Then, at 19 years old, I got kicked out of my mum's house, and I was keeping snakes on and off for like boa constrictors, pythons, bull snakes, king snakes, you name it, I was keeping it. And it wasn't until I moved back to my hometown. This is when the internet came about, and someone told me how to get a license, so I did. Steve Irwin, he was a huge influence on me. I used to watch Steve Irwin on the TV, and I was like, yeah, I can fucking do that.
I think a lot of people think
that. You know, I seen there was an episode with Steve Irwin, and he had a red spitting cobra, and I was like, I want one of them, and I actually ended up with one. But I got pissed off with it spitting all the time on the glass and fucking constantly cleaning it, so I got rid. But it was good to have one.
So how long have you held a license for?
I've been licensed for 11 years now. It'll be 11 years in March.
Just to give sort of everybody's kind of idea of how much experience you've got, we are looking at tens of years, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is... say again?
So how long were you keeping snakes for before you obviously got the license?
Oh, God, what age was I? I think I was 31 when I got my license, and I'd been keeping snakes before that since I was 14.
You're looking at 15, 16 years experience before you even thought about getting a license and getting the venomous.
Yeah, yeah. It was like a spur of the moment thing. Even 11 years on, I'm still waiting on my girlfriend saying that it's okay.
I'm like that with most of the spiders in here.
Yeah, totally. It was. Do you remember, like, before all the Facebook groups, you used to have like the reptile forums on the internet and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I was told that I could keep. I was told that I could keep certain rare fan stuff without a license. So I got a mangrove snake and I got a false water cobra, stuff like that. And then someone told me how to get a license. So I did, and I've been doing it ever since.
You see, I mean, I want my license mainly for spiders, but the enemy, the Mrs. Tara, is basically said not yet. She wants to wait until the kids are a lot older and have their own understanding of how dangerous the DWA spiders are. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. I've agreed with that basically because she lets me have so much stuff here. It's unreal. And at the end of the day, happy wife, happy life.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And having a DWA spider is wow. My word, they're so alert, aren't they?
Oh yeah, he's on the ball. He's on the ball.
I mean,
you're looking at
compare it to my corn snake. My corn snake will just lie flat. If my corn snake was on that bin, it wouldn't be up like that. It wouldn't be looking around. It wouldn't be smelling the air. It would literally just be curled up on the bin, having a taste of the air every now and again. That is on the ball.
Oh, he's amazing. Loves to climb. You all right, dude? You okay?
And what kind of setup?
Say again?
And what kind of setup are you looking at, Paul?
Oh, God, right. I've only got him at the moment. He's in a. It's supposed to be a 4x3x2. But my mate sort of fucked up on the sizes, so it's slightly smaller. But this is his viv here. It's quite hard to get with this camera, but he's on a mixture of.
No, we can see it. We can see it.
So I've started using herb husk. I was using cocoa husk before.
Yeah.
Just PVC piping for purchase. He's got his basking bulb. That's I think it's a 60-watt basking bulb. He's got a heat mat at the bottom, but I don't use it because he's constantly up here. His water bowl, his hides, but he never uses the hides. He's constantly up on the perch. And I've never been where are you going? I've never been too bothered about upgrading the size at the moment because the snakes are constantly out. I interact with them almost on a daily basis, so the exercise is always there. But I am at some point looking to get a black mamba, so there'll be a lot of viv changing and a lot of changes in the snake room.
Oh wow!
So
I like the idea.
On you go.
I like the idea. Yeah, I like the idea of the plastic pipes because a lot of keepers, you see expensive vivs, expensive this, expensive that, especially on YouTube. There is a lot of that, but I absolutely adore the DIY type enclosures and stuff like that. I really do think, it is absolutely perfect myself.
Yeah. I live in a private let, so it's just fucking. That's Luke's viv here. And that was just a custom built viv that I bought. Awesome. Only paid £100 for that. And my vivs they're just like your average viv exotic vivs, but I take the main doors back about 5 centimetres and I put another set of doors on the front.
Yeah.
So every one of my vivs has got 2 sets of doors. And they've got 2 separate requirements. Say again?
Is that a legal requirement? 2 lockable doors before you get to the
With a DWA room, you should have like 2 doors on the room. So when you come in the main door, you're like in a viewing area, so you could check and see if any snakes are out.
Oh yeah.
But because I live in a private let, I asked if I could have 2 doors on the actual vivariums instead of like 2 doors to the room, and they went for it. And it seems to have gained popularity because back when I got my license, everybody was like, "What's a double door vivarium?" And now there's more and more people doing it. And it works fine. They're totally escape proof. There's no way any snake's getting out of them.
We've got Dale Strong in the chat. He used to have his venomous snakes license as well, and he says double skin doors.
Yeah. I didn't quite make out the whole question. I just heard you saying double doors.
Sorry, Dale Strong is in the comments. A good friend of mine. Wow, he said double skin doors as well as yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, there should be 2 doors on the room. But because I'm in a private let, I managed to get away with having like 2 doors on the actual vivariums herself. And it works. It keeps the snakes in. It's simple. And I've not had to like build onto the room or nothing like that.
Wow. So who in the comments wants to see the snake? Who would like Paul to spin around and check out the green mamba? Again, my apologies. It was my mistake to say black mamba in the description or wherever I did it. I do apologise. As you guys know, I'm not up on my snakes just yet, but I am slowly getting there. So it is actually a green mamba. And apologies to yourself as well, Paul, for that one.
No, that's cool. Well, once again, guys, right, I'm going to flip the camera around. I'm going to try and figure out how to do that again. if you see my hand up beside the snake, honestly, please, 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 please never try it. I don't advise it, and I'll admit myself, it's stupid, it's reckless. So you want to call me fucking names for doing it? On you go, because I'll say it myself. But it's just the way it is. I've developed my own way of handling. I'm comfortable doing it this way. I understand the snake's behaviour. I know the snake, and this is just how I do things. I'm not showboating for the camera. Whether I'm on camera or I'm not on camera, this is exactly how I do things when I'm on my own. So what you see is what you get, guys. If what I'm doing offends you, simply just switch off. But what I'm going to do, I'll flip it around and I'll let you see blue, if I can suss out how to do it.
No worries. Just while Paul's flipping that camera around, again, what Paul does on this live stream is what Paul does. Myself and Paul do not recommend that you try any of this with a dangerous snake such as the green mamba or any other dangerous snake as it goes. Always follow the training and the protocols, and obviously make sure you're all licensed up. Dale asks, what locality is a green mamba?
Oh Christ, what locality? These are West Africa, Gambia, southern Senegal to Benin. I've got it written down. It's after to refer to my notes.
Yeah, Paul don't mind me mentioning this, but Paul is autistic, so he does rely on a lot of the knowledge from notes that he keeps. I'm quite similar myself. I've got a notebook for when I'm running a bit low and a little bit empty on the old knowledge.
Yeah, there we go. He's in focus. He likes to come over to the camera. I'm not sure exactly where in Africa this particular guy would come from, but I do have it written down: Gambia, southern Senegal, to Benin. I think that's how you say it. And they like to live in coastal tropical rainforests, thicket and woodland regions of West Africa. And by the way, all of my information came through Wikipedia, so if any it's wrong, blame them. Guys, this is, as I say, I've kept snakes since I was 14 years old. I've always had an interest in venomous snakes. The stuff that I'm reading to you guys, I have read it a million times, but due to my autism, it goes in one ear and straight out the other. Where I excel is in my understanding of snakes and their behaviour, and understand how to handle them, understand the snake, understand my do's and don'ts. I know what makes them tick and what makes them doesn't. What makes them doesn't? What the hell was that? I don't recommend doing what I'm doing. As I say, it is dangerous if you don't understand the snake. I do not do this with every snake here. I know what I can and can't do with the guy. I act more like a tree. I will never pick the snake right off the ground with both hands. As you can see, his body is supported on the bin. I never ever close my hands around him. I wouldn't like anybody to do that to me. People would call it free handling. I like to call it semi-free because I'm never picking the snake right off the ground. If I do, I've got my hook here, and if I have to pick him right up, I always hook and tail.
Paul, let's talk danger. What would happen if that snake bit you? Have you got a certain protocol? Have you got anti-venom or anything like that? Is that available?
Here in the UK, we don't keep our own anti-venom, because if I showed up at the hospital and I said to the doctor, "Here, go and inject me with this," he would tell me where to go.
Yeah, appreciate it.
So on the wall, I've got my protocol here. This has got 999. It's got my hospital's number. I've got a lanyard that I put around my neck. It tells what's bit me. what antivenom is needed. You go to the hospital, they would contact the poisons unit, and they would source the antivenom for the poisons unit. If I was bitten here, I would put the snake back in his weave. I would secure him. I would take off, just say he got me on the finger, I would take off my ring in case any swelling, and I would apply a pressure bandage going for the bite site all the way up my arm, and I would keep my arm low. I would phone 999. I would explain to them, look, I've been bitten by a green mamba. This is an emergency. I need an ambulance now. I would also make sure that the hospital was phoned, like phone the actual hospital itself, prepare them for me going in. And to be honest, the hospitals here, honestly, would probably not have a fucking clue what to do with a green mamba bite, if I'm honest. So if he did get me, there would probably be a lot of trouble trying to get them to fucking. They'd be phoning everywhere, wondering what the hell to do.
I would have thought immediately they'd probably treat it as an injection wound. Therefore, they would probably cut along the area of the bite to extract the venom in a zigzag shape.
They wouldn't. You need to when you've got that pressure bandage on, you keep that on until you get antivenom.
Yeah.
But for a green mamba bite, you wouldn't need a fasciotomy. They wouldn't need to cut you. I do have numbers. I've got an emergency contact list there. They are people that can talk them through what to do. Because to be honest, I think the most my hospital has probably ever dealt with is boa constrictor bites or python bites or stuff like that. So I've made sure I've got a list of the right people, and the people on that emergency contact list really are probably my main bite protocol. So if I did have to go to the hospital, I would administer any first aid that I had to hear. And then when the ambulance came, one of the numbers would be called and they would talk them through the process. There is antivenom here in Scotland for these snakes. So they would have to contact the poisons unit in Scotland, but that's up to the hospital to do that. And they would source the antivenom.
I mean, I seriously can't take my eyes off your snake. Yeah. Is it a male?
As far as I know, he was sold as a female, but the guy reckons he was male, so he came to me. But as far as I know, he's never been probed.
No, I wouldn't fancy trying to probe him either. Is there no way of telling from the pattern of scales, like you do with the Mananary corn snake on the back, on the underneath of the tail?
I've not got a clue, dude.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
I just keep them, whether he's female or he's a male. I'm just happy to have him.
Absolutely stunning. And what would you say the total length is of him?
He's got to be about 6.5 feet, or just under.
You see, I mean, when I first started looking at reptiles about 2 years ago, I was still quite naive. I was expecting the venomous snake still to be sort of rather small creatures, not as big as what they seem to be. Certainly not that type of size.
He is absolutely gorgeous.
He is a stunning snake. My word.
He's very slender. He's long. He's built for climbing, and he's built for speed. He's a perfect animal.
Must admit, I have just done a quick Google of the venom. It's the eastern green mamba snake. It's a 3-finger toxin, and it contains a mixture of neurotoxic compounds.
Yeah, but I've got a. Where is it? What did I do with it? I have got somewhere. Where are you going? Stay there. Ah, there it is. Right. The venom composition. The mamba venom contains a complex synergistic toxin called dendrotoxins, which act more rapidly than classic pre- or postsynaptic neurotoxins utilized by other lapid species. Dendrotoxins stimulate the axonal release of neurotransmitters and see half of these words, I can't even fucking read them, man. And fascicules.
Don't worry. We all understand. We all understand.
Holy shit, I'm not even going to read the rest of that, man. It's all medical talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where is it? The black mamba is the most potent. Well, the eastern green mambas, Dendroaspis jamesoni and Dendroaspis viridis, cause less paralytic effects and more local swelling. The eastern green mamba, Dendroastis angusticeps, causes the least severe paralytic effects and more local swelling and, in some cases, necrosis. Clinical effects for a bite. So local effects, you've got local pain and swelling. Local necrosis does not occur. Systematic effects, you've got nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, headache, dizziness, abdominal pain, respiratory distress, trachycardia, hypertension, collapse and convulsions, neurotoxic paralysis, ptosis,
Wow.
diplopia, dysphagia, dysphonia, fascinations, weakness, depressed or absent deep tendon reflexes, leading to potential flaccid paralysis, including respiratory paralysis. General other.
I think it's pretty much if you get bit, if you don't get to the hospital, you are fucked.
These guys can kill you in as quickly as 30 to 60 minutes. Sometimes you can make 3 hours, but it depends on the body. If you've like got an allergy to bee stings, then maybe a bite from a venomous snake can kill you quicker. I heard a story, a guy got bitten by a black mamba and he was dead in 80 seconds.
My God.
And that was an allergic reaction. That was down to anaphylactic shock.
You see the green mamba now sat on a black background, sat on that bin, and then obviously with the light coloration of your room, you can see the snake. But with the colorization on that snake, the green with the black, I don't think you're going to see that in an African bush environment. Do you know what I mean? I think people must literally walk past these snakes and not even know that they're literally inches away from a good old tag.
Yeah, you would never see these in the trees. And as you can see, like, I like to show a lot of people when they think of venomous snakes, they think it's going to chase me, it's wild, it's going to try and kill me. It's
that's what I think. Yeah.
People have this perception of venomous snakes. That's another reason I do things the way I do. I get close to the snake, as you can see my hands here. He is not interested at all. I like to show that the snakes do have a gentle side.
But again, everybody in the chat, obviously Paul does not advise that you touch a venomous snake in any way, shape or form. Paul freely admits himself he does not do a lot of the things by the book. So just want to get it out there again. Make sure you are fully trained and have years and years of experience behind you and are fully licensed as well before you even consider to get a venomous snake.
Yeah, even if you do get venomous snakes, please don't do what I'm doing. I know a lot of people have their own minds, and if you're going to do it, you're going to do it. But if I could just get my warning out there not to do it, at least I've done my part. So I did fucking warn you. And as I say, for the first 10 years of me keeping venomous snakes, hiya.
Hi.
for the first 10 years of me keeping venomous snakes, I was completely a hook and tail guy. And then I got a king cobra. Now, I could have chosen to have a 15-foot nutcase, or I could have chosen to have a 15-foot puppy dog. Now, if you've got a 15-foot nutcase on a hook, that snake's going to be back up and in your face in a split second. So when I got the king cobra, I got him used to my touch and my movement as quick as possible. And now I've got a king cobra that I could literally do anything with. So it's definitely going to make my life easier.
I mean, I could literally just look at that snake all day. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah,
stunning markings.
He really is. He really is something else. And I was actually lucky to get one that's as relaxed as this. When I'm working with the snakes, I like to get down low with them, so I'm not hovering over the top of them. I like to get down to their level. And I keep things calm as a daisy. Everything in my snake room is always kept super relaxed. I've seen some videos of people freaking out when the snake comes near them, and I don't see the point in that.
Yeah, I totally get that. I totally get that.
Everything in this room's calm. See if I freak out, the snake freaks out, and if the snake freaks out, things get bad.
Yeah. Again, you're fucked. If that snake freaks out, you are utterly fucked.
And the way I see it is respect works two ways. So if I'm calm with the snake and I'm slow with him, then he's going to repay the favour and he's going to be calm with me. Mambas don't eat humans. And I never, ever, ever come in here smelling the mice. So if he... So if he chooses to come over and tongue flick me, I have absolutely no problem with that, because the way I see it, I'm allowed to grab him. So if he wants to come and check me out, he's welcome to. I really don't mind, honestly.
You see, I mean, if I was stood that close to that mamba, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I am a 15 stone man. I would be trembling and sweating my tits off. I would be literally looking for the toilet roll.
He's like that when he gets close to me.
Dale's just said King Cobras don't do well on the hook at all. Darwin, has Paul seen the albino King Cobra at Nerd Reptiles? Lilith.
Oh, Christ. Please don't get me started on Lilith. Every time I see a picture of that snake, it looks worse and worse and fucking worse. And I don't know what's going on over there with that snake. And it just pisses me off. But she is absolutely gorgeous. She's a beautiful snake. Who was it said about the King Cobra? Was that Dale?
Dale Strong says kings do not do well on hooks.
Nah. My original plan was to get a smaller King Cobra. I was looking to get a Chinese banded, and then I found myself with a Malaysian. And as soon as he got here, I started to work immediately, because, as I say, I would rather have a 15-foot puppy dog than a 15-foot nutcase. And I knew that I would have to get hands-on with him when he was bigger, so I got him used to my touch, and I got him used to me handling him and stuff. And it's really since I got the King Cobra that I started getting proper hands-on. So I never when I started to keep venomous snakes, I never, ever, ever intended to get this hands-on with them. So I sort of fell into it. And when you've got Asperger's or autism, you sort of make up you make up your own style. So
Yeah.
I'm totally comfortable with what I do. I learned a lot from watching Steve Irwin. I learned a lot from reading about other herpetologists, and I soak it all in. And it's a second nature to me working with the snakes. It's the theory side that goes in one ear and out the other. If you ask me, what does that venom do? My answer is kill you. It's as easy as that.
Do you because I mean obviously with a lot of sort of commonly kept snakes, which you don't need a license for, you obviously you bath them every now and again, don't you? Do you do the same with the green mamba? Does the green mamba need submerging in water every now and again, or?
Nah. The green mamba, he's kept humid. I've never ever really bathed him. And he's got a decent sized tub in his viv, so if he wanted to soak in it, he could fit in there. The king cobra, usually when his eyes clear, I'll bath him a good few times in the bin to make sure that I get a decent shed from him. The snakes that I've found that are like terrible at shedding are mainly the cobras. Everything else I've kept usually shed all right, but it's mainly the cobras that I find that are just shedding.
Sean Mullen in the comments would like to know how many snakes you've actually got, Paul.
How many snakes? Venomous snakes at the moment, I've got 5 here, but I have kept various snakes over the years for like taipans. I've had a gaboon viper, cobras, rattlesnakes. I had a death adder at one point, a copperhead. But at the moment in here, I've got 5. And I've got 2 boa constrictors, a corn snake, and I'm looking after 3 bull snakes as well.
Okay, so Deadly Nightshade would like to know where the snakes come from. Are they from the UK or are they imported? I should imagine they're probably from licensed sellers.
Yeah, everything I've got came from licensed sellers. This guy came from Ireland, and it was weird. It was a strange day because we were supposed to meet the courier in Wales, and the morning came to go and get the mamba, and the courier cancelled. So I said to my mate, we're going to Ireland. So we ended up on a boat to Ireland, went over to Ireland, picked up a mamba and came back.
Wow, literally just go and get a mamba. Come on then. Wow.
So it was quite a random day. And it was spur of the moment. It was like, fuck it, we're going to Ireland. So we went and got him.
My God. Literally, he just steals the limelight, doesn't he?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
The green mambas are certainly the lookers. They're absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I've got a corn snake here. I've got 2 boa constrictors, and I'm looking after 3 bull snakes as well.
Ooh.
But now that the camera's facing away, this is where the rattlesnake is.
Wow.
But she'll be in her height here. But as you can see, there's 2 sets of doors. This is just a normal Viv, exotic Viv, and I take the doors back 5 centimetres, and then I put another
Yes.
set of doors in the front.
Brilliant.
Everything is screwed together. All of my vents are double vented, so it's like they're stuck on at one side, and at the other side they're stuck on. Protocols on the wall. Protocol on the Viv. Lanyard here that I put around my neck if I had to go to the hospital.
Is that a lanyard for each venomous snake that you've got?
Say again?
Are they different lanyards for different snakes?
Yeah. And basically the lanyard tells them what snake bit me and what anti-venom I need. Stuff like that. And I would take the actual protocol to the hospital with me as well. I've got my emergency contacts here. Using an EpiPen, emergency bite protocol again. There's the hooks and stuff over here. There's a wood burn in the loop that someone did for me.
That's good. That is good.
This is like just telling you if bitten, take the appropriate protocol off the wall with the victim to the hospital. That's the Taipans with. We've got the snouted cobra at the bottom. What else have we got? Fire extinguisher, very important. Fire extinguisher, we've got fire blanket, we've got a shit ton of snake skins. The license, insurance, camera. So to actually check before I come in the room and see like if there's anything that's got out. And you've got locks on the door, it's alarmed. I've got alarms on the window, so if anything hits the window, the alarms go off as well. Alarm on the window, anybody breaches that. So it's like Fort Knox. Like if anything was to escape, in this room, there's no way it would get out the room.
Paul, can you see my snake? This is mine. This is Guinea.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
Anery corn, male. As I was just telling you, he's about to have a massive overhaul of his vivarium. We've only had him 5 weeks.
He is beautiful.
Literally, a friend from school. It was his daughter's snake, and she's heavily into her university degree now, and she just said she hasn't got time. Did I know anybody that would take him on? And I said, yeah, me. So I literally got him his full setup for free. But I could not be happier. It's absolutely beautiful.
It's gorgeous. I love corn snakes.
This is our first one. I do want a hog nose, but I want a little bit more experience with this one first.
Yeah.
But he did come slightly overweight. He was being fed once a week, so we've took him down to once every 2 weeks.
Yeah. He's gorgeous. I love corn snakes. Corn snake was my second ever snake that I ever owned. And that was, it was found under a shed on my mum's street, and the woman brought it to me.
Wow.
And for some reason, I'd only ever had a garter snake. And because I had a garter snake, that was it. She knew me as the snake man. I was only fucking 14, so they brought me this corn snake. And I've been doing it on and off ever since.
I totally get that. I had 2 spiders and I was known as a Spider-Man. It's true though, isn't it?
Yeah. It was a weird fascination with me. See, like, if it bit you and it hurt, that's the one that I wanted.
Yes. You see, my first 2 spiders were New Wills, and my third one was an OBT.
Yeah.
Dave says, "What do you feed your king snake?" He wanted to know if you fed it other snakes, like corn snakes.
He is on but because I live in Scotland, it's easiest for me to get rodents and chicks. So he'll readily take rodents and chicks. That's his main diet. But I do have royal pythons in the freezer. So every couple of months he will get a snake. But I need to be careful with what I'm doing because I don't want him getting a preference to snakes, because if he got a preference to snakes, being where I live, it'd just be super hard for me to get them. So every month or two, he will get a snake, but his main diet is rodents.
How often do you have to feed your green mamba?
He's weekly. I give him a couple of large mice a week. I am thinking about maybe going to fortnightly, but I'm not sure. I'll have to think about it, man. He is quite an active snake, so he does burn it off.
This is a beautiful, beautiful snake. I mean, when you sent me the pictures, I was just like, oh my God.
He is breathtaking, ain't he? Pictures don't do him justice. See when you see these things in the flesh, you take your breath away, man.
I'll bet. I mean, I'm pretty sure that it is a green and not the black, to be completely honest with you, because you do see a lot of the black on TV in films and stuff like that. The green, I mean, I think this is probably the first time I've ever actually seen a green full stop. Was when I first seen the picture on your Facebook group.
Yep. He's it's weird because his tail is almost identical. Yeah, his tail is almost identical to the king cobra. If you look at the king cobra's tail, it's almost identical to this. Which is strange. And I don't know if you could see it. There's almost a purple bluish tinge through him. He almost looks like a greeny blue. In some of my pictures you see it better. But that was the first name that came in my head when I got him, was Blue. So that's why he's called Blue.
Scott, taking you up to bed now.
All right. Sarah? She's run off. Paul, are you all right to talk about him a little bit for about 5 minutes, just while I go for a fag?
Yes. I'll not be able to see anybody's questions come up, will I?
No, I've got a couple for you.
Yeah.
Deadly Nightshade would like to know what your dream venomous snake would be and why, if you haven't already got it.
Right.
I'm going to go for a quick cigarette.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Right, I'm going to flip this camera around so they can see my ugly face again. There we go. Hi, everybody. Right, Deadly Nightshade. My dream venomous snake. It's a hard one. I'm looking for a black mamba at the moment. And I've always had a fascination. If it bites you and it hurts, that's the one I want. And because I'm autistic and my head is just like down. When I'm dealing with something that's quick and fast moving, stops the racing thoughts. I could get fucking right into the zone. Honestly prefer dealing with quick rapids than I do vipers. I was always a rattlesnake man. My dream snake was a western diamondback, and I got her, and I had her for about 8 years. But then I got a cobra, and this thing was wired, and I loved it. And ever since then, I've been an elapid guy, and the faster and more nutty the elapid, the better. I like it, because it's making me think, and it's stopping the racing thoughts. These things have been so beneficial to my mental health. It's been fucking unreal. But as you can see with the green mamba, I keep fucking breaking them. So you work them and then they end up like, all right, you're cool. And they end up broken, so there's no challenge. Even I've got a Papua New Guinea Taipan here, and even when she's out, she's super chilled out. She's like the mamba. And they are meant to be notorious for being pissed off. The king cobra, he's a dream come true. He's my boy. There's none quite like the king cobra. The intelligence, just everything about them. I'll come in the room, and if I'm maybe changing water, or even if I'm just hoovering in the room and cleaning up, you see his little head popping up. He's like fucking. He watches everything that you're doing. They're a thinking snake. You can look at him, and you can see that he's just taking everything in. Hopefully, I could do another video with him. Yeah, again, I just put them on top of the bin, and they just fucking sit there. When they're on the floor, they're like into everything. He's getting too big for the top of the bin, though. Mambas, they're arboreal, so when he's on the bin, he's just more than happy to sit there. But green venomous snake, black mamba, definitely. I'd love a boom slang. What else is out there? The Malaysian blue coral snakes, I would absolutely love one of them. But because I live in a private let, the size of my room, I'm the only person in my area that's got them. The council are a wee bit paranoid, and they're like, it's like a space thing. They're like, you're only allowed so many. So I've got 6 on my license, provided that my 6th one is small, like maybe a pygmy rattlesnake or something like that. But I am actually looking to downsize. I'm trying to cut back to 4 venomous. So something has to go. I've got 5 here. I plan on keeping my mamba. Plan on keeping my taipan, the king cobra. I've got the rattlesnake there, and I've got the snouted cobra. Something has to go, because my plan is to get a black mamba, and I want another 8-foot viv on top of Luke's, and I want to put the black mamba into that. So if I do cut back to 4 snakes, they're going to be good ones. And the light's a load on me. Sometimes, if my mental health's playing up, I come in, and if I'm just doing water changes, it's a daunting task. And it's like, oh Christ, here we go. So sometimes it's hard for me just doing water changes. So if I cut down to 4, it just lightens the load a wee bit on me. But trust me, they're going to be good ones. But yeah, see, if I got a bigger house, God, I'd have more taipans, I'd have boom slangs, I'd have mambas, I'd have all the different types of king cobra. But sadly, my house is only a 3-bed, and my snake room is not huge. And see, Nightshade asked me a question, and she got 5 minutes worth of shite there because you went for a fag.
I think the thing with mental health, Paul, I don't know if you're the same with me. You doubt yourself, don't you? You doubt. You do.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes,
you know, especially when I talk to other people or release a video, I always doubt it completely. It's just, I think it's one of those things, isn't it? Oh, exotic radio podcast slides in like a boss.
my problem would be the autistic. Like when I wanted to get into venomous snakes like 11 years ago, but because you're keeping venomous, people expect you to know fucking everything. And because I was asking questions about how to get into venomous back then, they shot me down in flames. They were so nasty to me, it was unreal. The guy in my local pet shop told me that I would never fucking do it in Scotland. So I did. And when I started keeping venomous, I noticed that a lot of the venomous keepers were asking exactly the same questions that non-venomous keepers ask. Ken, some people will be like, how do I get my corn snake to feed? I've been trying for ages, and I don't feed. And then when I started keeping venomous, they were asking the same questions. How do I get my rattlesnake to feed? And I found out that nobody knows everything. And I've always been open about my autism. So at least when I do videos and stuff like that, people know that there is a reason that I refer to notes. But you're right, I do doubt myself because I feel that I should know all that and it should all be in my head, but it's just the way it is.
I keep notes on all my spiders. When I do a care and husbandry video, you can literally, if you watch my eyes, I'm reading what I've wrote down because I can't remember it. But
Yeah.
I have a certain book that I've kept notes in, so that's how I know when to water, when to feed, when to do all the others. I never used to, but I certainly do now. And Paul, Deadly Nightshade said that was 5 minutes of awesome.
Thank you.
Sean says, never do it yourself. Tarantula husbandry helps my mental health.
Yeah. It took a while for them to get me to do videos because of the way I do things. And the last thing I want is someone going out there and getting a mamba and going, oh, look, and then try to touch it. Guys, remember, every snake is different. So just because mine is calm as a daisy, you might get a mamba and it might be a fucking cycle. You've got to know your snakes and I'm perfectly aware of all the risks. I know exactly what could happen if I'm bitten. I know that I can be bitten. I'm not a stupid guy. And I always advise against doing what I'm doing. If I was to take someone in here and teach them, it would be a totally different ballgame. They would be taught by the book. Everything that I do in the room, this is how I do things, whether I'm on camera or not. So I'm not showboating or anything like that. This is what you see is what you get.
I think we all appreciate that rawness.
Yeah, it's the best way to be, man. Honesty is the best policy.
Definitely. As long as we sort of reiterate the fact that you do need to be trained, you do need a license in the UK, you do need a lot of years experience behind you before you even think about it. And obviously the hook method is, as is stated to be the method.
It's the way to do it. Because of where I live, I am completely self-taught. I learned from watching Steve Irwin on the TV. Honestly, I learned everything for the TV, and because of my Asperger's, I soaked it in like a sponge, and it's second nature to me. But when someone comes to me asking about getting into venomous snakes, I always recommend a mentor, and I always recommend that, like some places do handling courses, like you've got Wrigley's and stuff like that. Always recommend going and doing a handling course because it's not very well seeing a venomous snake on the TV, but as soon as it's sitting there in front of you and you're on your own, it's a whole different fucking ballgame.
I bet it is.
And the danger comes when if that snake's got a stuck eye cap and you have to pin the snake, that's when the true danger comes. And you've got to have nerves. You've got to be able to do that without freaking out and know that you can do it safely and stuff like that. It's not all about just hooking the snake in and out. There's more to it.
I think you do it yourself.
Pardon?
I assume you've done that yourself.
Oh yeah. A lot A lot of people don't like doing it because it's so risky. I love it. And the only reason I love it is because it's practice. And practice makes perfect. So if the opportunity arises, it doesn't really bother me because it's practice. And you don't get to practice very often.
Dale would like to know, just going to your Taipan.
Yep.
Obviously, he's had a license in the past. He's kept venomous in the past. He says, "What is your Taipan temperament like?" He's only ever seen 2, and both were absolutely nuts.
How long have you got? How long are you allowed to go live for?
Till midnight.
Do you want to see her?
Yeah, that would be phenomenal. Only if you know it's in the mood, then yeah.
I'll
totally
show
appreciate the fact that if you can tell the temperament and you think it's unsafe, then obviously do not do it. Obviously,
keep in mind that this is a Papua New Guinea Taipan, and these guys are notorious for being arseholes. But
just while you're putting that one out, Exotics Radio Podcast says, do you extract any of the venom?
No. It's a job that I would love. I would be in my element doing that.
Yeah, Tony Webb's in the stream as well, Paul. He says working with venomous is very much like working in space or deep underwater. There is very little room for error.
You're right, Tony. Yeah, definitely no room for error. As I say, like you've seen how close I get with them. I am absolutely aware of the risks, and I wouldn't do it if I didn't feel safe, which is a bit strange when it comes to Mamba. But I honestly feel safer with these things than I do when I'm around humans.
I get that. I understand that.
I am honestly so calm with them. People ask me, do you get an adrenaline rush when you're doing it? I'm telling you, my heartbeat doesn't even elevate. It's a snake. That's it. Are you taking yourself in, or am I going to put you in?
Do you think your heart rate affects the snake's temperament?
Do you know, people say that they sense fear, and I don't reckon they sense fear, but they certainly pick up on your jittery as fuck movements and the way you're acting. And I keep everything calm as a daisy. As I say, like the snakes I've got here don't eat humans, so why would they want to bite me? I'm not coming in and smelling the food. I'm not doing nothing to freak out. They bite in defence. They bite if they're scared. So everything I do in the room, it's all about keeping the snake calm. Some people say that I am free handling, but in my eyes, free handling is like picking the snake up off the fucking ground and waving it about. And I never ever do that. The snake's always supported, and it's always on the snake's terms. I let them come to me, and I just act more like a tree. I never grab the snake because I wouldn't want anybody to grab me. So it's all about keeping the snake as calm as possible. If I do have to pick a snake right up off the ground, it's always hook and tail, always.
You see that point where you've got your hand out and the snake's going over it is the point. Literally, I would be shaking and sweating and panicking so much.
Do you know
that's where that years of experience come into it, isn't it?
I've seen so many videos of venomous keepers, and when the snake gets close to them, I've literally seen them having a fucking panic attack. And I don't see the point in that. It's like the snake's just curious. And if you can read the body language, if the snake's calm, then yeah. Do you know, I've never seen the point in freaking out, because if I freak out, the snake freaks out. And as I say, if the snake freaks out, it's bad. A mamba can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye. 2 seconds. Check this out. He takes himself home.
That is incredible. Not my corn snake doesn't even do that. It resists.
Did you get the picture that I sent you to start with?
Yeah.
Yeah, he brought himself out and now he's taking himself home. No, don't go down there, man. Go in your viv. in your viv. In your viv. That's a boy. On you go. On you go. There's a good boy.
And off he goes. Wow.
He is absolutely gorgeous. As I
That
say,
is one beautiful snake.
as I say, if I had my way, I'd have a much bigger vivarium for him. And certainly if he was only a display snake, like if I was never ever handling him, I would have a bigger vivarium. But as I say, he's constantly out and I'm constantly interacting with him, so he only lives in there. And then I'm in here every other day and they all get out. And whether it's a Taipan or a Mamba or a King Cobra, they're all treated the same and they all get out for exercise. I don't see the point in letting them just live in a box 24/7. Come on, take yourself in the fucking viv. Really? Really? You in? You done? Yeah? There we go. And that's how easy it is to put a Mamba back. And that's that. But as you can see, like one set of doors, I've got another set of runners here. I've got the doors here. So that's him on there now. I'm going to attempt something. I'm going to even flip the camera, right? So I'm going to try something. See if this fucking thing works. Oh, I've put the camera off. Camera. There. Facing that way. Why did I do that? Flipped it the wrong way. I'm going to try that again. Right, there we go. Has that changed the camera size for you guys, or is it still the same?
It's tall but thin.
Tall but thin, right? Because when I've got this girl out, I am going to have to use my tripod, so this is why I've done it. I wonder if I could do that. Could that work? I had to botch this fucking tripod, and it's like it got a selfie stick on it, and it's the most dodgy thing in the world.
Don't worry, Paul. Don't worry. My tripod is held together with Gorilla Glue at the moment.
Brilliant. As you can see,
you do what you do, don't you? You do what you do.
I've got 2 sets of doors, and they just fucking front of that.
I hope everybody in the chat knows how privileged we are tonight.
Do you know, I appreciate everybody's kindness. It's weird because I never ever set out to do snakes. It's the weirdest feeling to be known for it. I always wanted to be a musician, and actually now, in my 40s, the past couple of years, I've been playing music with a band, so it is happening. But the snake thing, I never ever thought for a second that we'd be keeping cobras and fucking rattlesnakes and stuff like that. It's crazy.
I sing in private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. We've got.
I do love music.
That way. But guys, we're in a band. We're called The Corsairs. You can check us out on Facebook. Please share us. Get your friends to share us, and their grannies to share us, and their fucking granddads to share us. The debut album is ready, and it'll hopefully be out soon. So look out for us, guys.
Let me know when that's all up and running. I'll share it on my community tab on YouTube.
That'd be brilliant, man.
Exotics Radio podcast. Cracks is absolutely lovely. She runs the podcast on a Friday. She says, Paul feels safe around some of the most venomous creatures in the world. Also, feels his tripod is dodgy.
It was weird because I had my DWA inspection, and I had the council in here, I had the vet in here, and had the vet's assistant in here, and he wanted to see me handling. I had them all sitting on the fucking floor. I couldn't believe it. And the vet's like right in there, like, wow. Council lady is sitting in the fucking corner shitting herself. But the fact that the professionals, I've got venomous snakes out and I had them all sitting down, it's fucking nuts. But yeah, it's going well. Touch wood. And as I say, like, my theory is shit, but when I'm handling them and understanding the snake's behaviour, that's where I excel. And they say people with autism, some of the senses are heightened. So I don't know if, like, my ability to understand the snakes is like heightened slightly more than the average person, but it seems to work. And people know me for what I'm doing, which is a good thing. Enjoy it. The guys in here, this is Patch. She's a Papua New Guinea Taipan, Oxyuranus scutulatus cani. These are from Papua New fucking Guinea, believe it or not. A former coastal Taipan, the coastal Taipan is ranked number 3 in the world. I've heard from 3 sources that the Papua New Guinea Taipan might be slightly more toxic than Australian Taipans. Oh. But should make it the most fucking venomous land snake in the world. But it's not. It's inland. Who was asking about temperament? Was that Dale?
Dale was asking you, yeah, because he said he's only ever seen 2 others and they were both absolutely nuts.
Right. This girl was very, very, very defensive, but wait till you see her when she's out, totally different ballgame. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Let's see that. Oh, sure. So take her and I put her in the bin. Put the lid on, that lets me fix everything. As you can see, I've got tongs. I'm never ever. If I use these on a snake, they're always open. These are mainly just for grabbing things in the back and lifting them. I don't like these. You have no feeling for the snake at all. Right, so do back. Right. Now this is where I have to position you guys. So you can see what I'm doing, but I don't know if I could get this thing to go sideways. It'd be so much better if I could get it to go sideways. Right. Come on, for yes. Right. Is that better? How's that? I tell you, Scott fucked off again.
No, I'm still here.
All right. How's the picture? Is that better?
That is bang on.
Right. I'm going to pull it back.
Exotics Radio podcast has just said, Scott, this is incredible. I love it. It is Paul who is the it's incredible because Paul's here, even more so because he has these incredible snakes. And obviously, a massive, massive, massive shout out and thanks goes to Adrian and Stacey, because without those two, this would never have happened because it was their idea.
Yeah, Adrian and Stacey, hiya. Thank you so much, guys. And yeah, without you guys, it would never have happened. For all your kind words, I honestly appreciate it. Usually when people see people getting their hands on with snakes, they just start with the names, oh, you're a fucking idiot, you're stupid and stuff like that. And that's why I was always scared to do videos. But it was my mate Kerry that talked me into doing a podcast, and I did. And I'm very open about my autism and stuff. And I was actually surprised that no one's gave me any negativity, or no one's really had a go at me for doing what I do. People seem to understand that this is the style that I've developed, and this is the way I do it. I was always worried about the backlash that I would get. Oh, you're ruining the hobby and all this pish. But I was just like, fuck it, I'm doing a video. And I'm very open, as I say. If you don't like it, fuck off. It's just the way it is. If you do like it, thank you. And to all the people that are giving me their kind words, I appreciate it. And as you said, a big thanks to Stacey and Adrian for the...
Yeah.
What's the group called? Is it Inverts and Amphibians or something like that? So check it out. If you're not on the group, go and check it out. Because we could do with more members.
Inverts, amphibians, scales, and fluffy tails. And they are a massive, massive, massive supporter of the channel. Literally, they promote Scott's Inverts so much. So massive, massive thanks to you guys for that. Massive. I mean, that really does mean a lot to me. But yeah, it was down to the two admins, Adrian and JJ West of Inverts, Amphibians, Scales, and Fluffy Tails, that actually even introduced us in the first place, wasn't it, Paul? And it was their idea to get you on camera, as well as. And
like next time we'll do another video, and we'll do one with the King Cobra. I'm not going to take him out now because I've had snakes out and he's a snake eater. I always take him out first. So next time we'll do one with the King, and I'll get the rattlesnake out, and then another day I'll do one with the snouty, and he's a fucking arsehole, so that'll be fun. But in the bucket we've got a Papua New Guinea Taipan, and these things have been described as mambas on crack. They are notorious just for being fucking lunatics. But Dale, you'll get to see how mine is and the way I work with her. She's very defensive, but once she's out, she's fine. But I'll flip the camera around and I'll let you guys see her.
Okay.
I hope I can get it right this time. Boom. There we go. Right. And my dodgy as fuck tripod honestly, the top of this tripod is falling off, and I've got a selfie stick cable tied to it. It's fucking mental. Right.
My camera holder it's like a side one. It holds the camera, but then it's attached to the tripod with Gorilla Glue.
Fuck's sake. Can you guys see me right there? Can you see me?
We can't see your head. Now we can see your head. We can see probably about 8 inches above the bin.
Can you see me now?
The girls in the chat, we've managed to get him on all fours.
There you go. Right, guys. This is for Dale. Now this girl's freshly shaved. Move the bin. Now I'm going to get nice and low. Can you see me all right, yeah?
Just about see your face. Again, you know, we there is no advice for you guys to be doing what Paul does here. This is just what Paul does. We don't want anybody recreating anything he has done or is going to do on this live stream. Again, you must have absolute years and years of experience behind you before you even think about going for a license, before you even think about having a venomous snake. And you must have the training behind you as well. Paul, we're going to say Paul is a one-off. So what he does again on this live stream and what he is going to do is not advised that anybody does anything similar.
Yeah, this is bad.
Exotic says hi, Scott. Hi, Paul.
Hi there. As you can see, I'm not freaking it out. I keep moving it slow. I've picked her. I think she's 2 in March, if I'm right, and I've dealt with this girl daily. I have handled her for people before, and they say that they've never ever seen a Taipan so calm. It just shows if you put the work in with them, and if you do it right, understand that she is a seriously nervous snake. She's super twitchy. Keep all the movements.
I would not be in that room, mate. I must admit.
And as you can see, I'm using a hook this time. As I say, I don't freehand everything. But I do bring a post. I do keep my hand open, let her slide through my hand. And
Dale has just said it's insane how chilled he is. Again, Dale had a license for his snakes, as I said previously, Paul, but he has got extensive knowledge, and obviously he spent a lot of time with a lot of his friends that also had licenses and stuff like that. So for him to come out with that statement, in my books, is quite amazing.
Honestly, I appreciate that, man. I've had people tell me that they've never ever seen a Papua New Guinea Taipan so calm. And as I say to everybody, it's always in the approach. It's how you go about it. Know what pisses the snake off, and know what's going to make it bite you, and just don't fucking do it. But she's an amazing snake. When she's out, she's curious. When I talk about free handling, that's free handling. I like to keep the snake's body on the ground, because if you're free handling the snake and the body falls, the snake gets a fright, it bites you. So I like to keep the majority of the body on the ground, so there's no risk of the snake falling. Everything is usually on the snake's terms. I don't like to close my hand around the snake, because, as I say, I wouldn't like someone to come up and do that to me. I'd fucking bite them as well, man. I always like to get down on the ground with the snake. In the wild, you've got birds of prey that are coming in from the top. So if I'm standing hovering over the top of the snake, I don't want to seem like a predator, so I try and make myself as small as possible. And keep everything relaxed. Now this is classed as the most, it's in the top 10, these are ranked number 3 in the world. A bite for this kind of one, not making the hospital. But I'm calm as a daisy. Honestly, I'm calm as a daisy. My movements are calm. My heartbeat is exactly the same as it was before it came in. It's probably slower. Because I believe if I'm calm, it keeps the snake calm. I don't want to do anything that's going to freak the snake out. And I'm constantly interacting with them. They're so used to me coming in and handling them. They're so used to the camera in their face. And they're intelligent. Fucking, if you look at a Taipan that's never been handled and you go in, it's going to be wild and try and bite you. But if you look at a Taipan that's been handled like this girl, she's obviously smart enough to have sussed out, right, he's not a problem, but she's not aggressive at all. So reptiles like snakes are far more intelligent than people give them credit for, definitely. I do believe that they learn our scent. And she obviously knows my scent and knows that I'm not a problem. I don't believe that they love me or fucking anything like that. I'm not affectionate. But they are smart enough to learn that, right, he's not a threat. They come touching her, she's a Taipan. And he's not giving a shit. Yeah.
I just want to bring you to a couple of the comments Dale has made. He says, the level of trust you and the snake have is fantastic. And then also he goes on to say, to have this many snakes so calm is a credit to your handling skills, no other reason for it. But then again, obviously, nobody on the channel or on the live advises anybody even thinks about handling a Taipan or anything venomous.
No. See, if I was around someone else's collection and this was a snake that I'd never ever met, I think things would be totally different. And the snake definitely has trust in me, as you can see from her behaviour. She knows that I'm not a threat. And I'm weird because I wouldn't say trust because I know that a bite can happen. It's more faith. I've got faith that they won't bite me. That probably sounds hypocritical. And it's probably the same fucking thing as trust, but I've got complete faith that she's not going to bite me. Now, the snouted cobra, he's a fucking dick. There's just no calming that thing down. And it doesn't matter how much you work well, you just chew. So not every snake here is calm. He has. I can touch him now, but nah, he's fucking. He is wired. He is absolutely tuned to the moon. But yeah, Dale, this is your answer. Every Taipan you've seen is mental apart from this one.
I think at the end of the day, a venomous snake, handling a venomous snake is still like juggling a hand grenade with the pin taken out.
Yeah.
I mean, like you just said, you're fully aware that that snake could easily just bite you, and that's it. No matter how much anybody thinks it's not going to, the potential and the possibility is 100% there.
Yeah. It's the same. You could look at it the same way. Like, say, if you keep large retics, you could look at it exactly the same way. If that retic takes hold of you, you're dead, and it's going to kill you quicker than this Taipan. But because retics are venomous, they're not licensed. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, you're taking, in a way, if you got a retic and you were never ever to handle it, and then you went in, it's going to be tuned, it's going to be wired, and it's going to bite. But you get a retic, creates a baby, and you work with it daily, you handle it, like what I've done with these guys. They're going to calm down, but that retic could still bite you. It's the same as these. That retic could still go to feed mode and grab you. It's the same as these. If this girl bites you, it's guaranteed death. But a retic in feeding mode, man, it's going to kill you quicker than this girl.
It's a beautiful, beautiful snake.
These are my absolute favourite Taipans. I love the copper down the back, and every time she sheds, it just gets better and better and better. But as you can see, she's calm as a daisy here. I can touch her. As soon as you put her in the vivarium, totally different snake.
I suppose that's because you're going to her house.
Exactly. But this is about as much free handing I do with her. she's on the ground and I let her slide through my hand. But yeah, again, it's getting used to my touch, and it keeps my life easy. Going in and getting a calm Taipan as opposed to going in and getting a fucking nutcase. It just keeps things easy. Although I do like them when they're a bit wild because it makes my brain work that bit harder. But when I'm in here, I honestly feel safer doing this than I do when I'm sitting in a group of like people. If I'm in a house and I'm sitting with people, I feel uneasy. But when I'm in here, I feel safe. This is my safe haven. I don't feel in any danger whatsoever with this Taipan. And that's probably a crazy thing to say, but it's true. It's true. She's gorgeous. Yeah.
Exotics Radio Podcast has just said Paul is pretty amazing. He handles some of the most dangerous and quickest predators in the world. But her burning question is, are you brave enough to give a cat a bath?
Do you know I've tried to give the cat a bath? And they're fucking nuts. So nah, I wouldn't give a cat a bath. But you say you've got until midnight.
Yeah, we go for a while.
Right, what else can I get out then? Do you want to see a rattlesnake?
Everybody in the chat, do you guys want to see a rattlesnake? Out and about. There is 13 people in. If we get, see you later, Happy Ant. Thank you, mate. Thank you for joining. And Tara says thank you very much for her mug. If we get 5 people to say yes, then we'll go for it. How's that, Paul?
That's cool. It's your call, man.
So everybody in the chat, would you like to see Paul's rattlesnake as well? Adrian says yes. Spider Mom says yes. Exotic Radio Podcast says yes.
Excellent. We'll get Molly out for 15 minutes.
That sounds brilliant.
But guys, honestly, I cannot thank you guys enough for your kind words. And I appreciate it. It's amazing. But yeah, Dale, Papua New Guinea Taipan, probably the calmest one you'll ever see. And she is anonymous. Right, this is where my tripod goes all fucking mental because I'm trying to. Oh Christ, bloody thing! It's cool. I'll be able to take you off the tripod when I put that. Excellent. How many people did you say we've got on?
13 watching at the moment.
13. I was expecting thousands. See to the ones that aren't watching.
we had 20 something earlier.
All right, see to the ones that have fucked off.
Yeah, basically, yeah. If you guys could give the video a quick share around Facebook and your social media platforms, that would be absolutely amazing.
Right,
drop
guys.
it over to your gran, everybody.
Right, guys, I will take the phone off the tripod just as soon as I've got this girl out.
Not a problem.
But yeah, I know it's difficult listening to a Scottish guy talking shit for an hour.
Yeah, Ellie, I feel the same, Ellie. Thank you, Spider-Man. Just while Paul's getting this snake out, if you have got your own YouTube channel, please in the comments put me, and then everybody can make sure you're subscribed up to each other. That would be phenomenal.
This girl's forgotten how to use a rattle. It really has. Right. Let me get rid of this fucking tripod. There we go. Now we're moving about. That's great. Right. Come here, get up. Yeah. Hey guys, this is Molly.
Oh, let me just change the layout so you're.
Guys, this is Molly. She's a neotropical rattlesnake. She's a hypo. Crutalis durissus cumanensis. This girl originates from Venezuela. These guys are not a rattlesnake you want to get bitten by. These are one of the more high-end rattlesnakes. She is also neurotoxic, so you take a bite for this girl, you want to treat her like a cobra bite. She's generally well behaved.
My word, she is absolutely stunning.
You can see the long tongue flicks. That's her taste in the air. You can see just in front of her eye, you can see a hole. That's the heat pit. And that picks up the slightest change in temperature. These are pit vipers. They've got two fangs that fold up against the roof of the mouth, and she can walk each of these fangs independently. So if she bites something, she can walk it in there with them fangs.
The fangs actually move?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I did not know that. Wow. Is that specific to this snake?
In vipers and pit vipers, the fangs fold up against the roof of the mouth.
Yep.
2 seconds. I'm going to flip the camera around now. Boom.
A beautiful snake. My God.
Right, can you see me? Right. The fangs when the snake strikes come out like this, and she can move each fang independently when she's walking the prey in, and then they fold up against the top of the mouth. Whereas the lapids have got small fixed fangs that stick down constantly. But we'll flip back to the rattlesnake. There we go. As you can see, she is a super, super calm rattlesnake. And yet again, it's about handling, it's about how I approach it. She's completely used to what I do. And it's all about just keeping the snake calm. Don't give it a reason to bite. She's got the typical triangular head with the venom glands on each side. If you ever want to hear a rattle, you got to do it yourself. Well, she never fucking uses it, man. Yeah, again, she's a calm girl. Calm as a daisy. Everybody's watching you. You seen the camera? You seen the camera? I'm going out of focus. You're going out of focus. But yeah, she'll be about 2 years old in August, or November or something like that. See, we can get a close up of the rattle. And the rattle's made up of keratin. That's just like what fingertails, for fuck's sake. What her fingernails are made up of. And every time she sheds the skin, she adds to that. Yeah, so she's got 5 buttons on there at the moment. And a lot of people think that you can tell the age of a rattlesnake by the length of their tail, but there's no truth in that at all. And the rattlesnake has the fastest moving muscle of any animal in the world. I don't know how many times it can shake its tail per second, but they're quick. But yeah, this is Molly. I'm going to flip you guys back to me. There we go. Because that's been, Christ, that's been nearly 2 hours that I've been talking shit. I'm going to put the snake back. There you go, baby. It's weird because I flipped the camera back to me and then I try and show you what the snake's doing, but I can't because I flipped the camera back to me. So flip the camera round again. There's Molly's little setup. There's her hide, that's where she likes to chill out. Have parties and shit. There's Molly there. Who's probably more than happy to try and take a fucking bite out of me now because she's back in her viv. And people keep asking me, who's in what viv? So I've actually got the names. Molly's house. So people know who's in what viv. But yeah, guys, next time we'll get the King Cobra out and we'll do a video with Luke. What am I doing? Onto there, here, and there. Here's what am I doing? I'm looking for my shitty phone stand. Which is actually not too bad. Have we got any more questions, guys? Is everybody away? Everybody died? Everybody gone? Went very quiet. Scott, are you still there? He fucked off for another fag again. Scott's phone's on 2%. Just give him 2 minutes, so yeah. So that was it. If you've got any questions, fire them at Scott and I'll answer them before I go. Why am I a dickhead? Because I am. So I answered that one first before anybody asks. This is me in the process to try to tidy up now. No, I can see the comments, I can. I think Scott's fucked off. His phone's on 2% or something. So I think I'm sort of left talking to you guys the now while he tries to charge his phone. But, as I say, if you're looking to get into venomous snakes, please don't try and do what I've done. It's dangerous. Venomous snakes can and will fucking kill you if you fuck up. That's the bottom line. Never try and be someone else. Be yourself. Do what makes you comfortable. So just because you see me doing something, don't be like, oh, I'm going to be like him. Nah, you be yourself. And you've got to do, when it comes to these things, you've got to do what makes you comfortable. Be prepared. Know exactly what you're getting into. As I say, when you see a venomous snake on the TV or in a zoo, but then it's like sitting right there in front of you and you've got to handle that snake. And kind of some people just fucking bottle it. I know a girl that got a rattlesnake given to her, and she was in America, and she wouldn't fucking touch it, and I had to talk her into getting rid of it. So I probably potentially saved her life, and she doesn't even fucking realise it. So be prepared. Keep in mind that it's not all about hooking and tailing snakes. At some point, you are going to have to pin that snake. And just know, you got to know within yourself that you can do that and you can do it safely. Start with something small. I started with a copperhead, and I recommend copperheads to everybody. They're not the most toxic snake, so if bitten, your chances of survival are pretty high. But when it's your first ever venomous snake, even a copperhead is fucking intimidating. So start small. Don't just jump in and fucking get a fucking mamba or a cobra, because they are intimidating. But yeah, do it right. Do it by the book. I've got years upon years upon years experience with venomous snakes, countless hours, and I've only just started doing things the way I'm doing it now. I never set out to do that, sort of fell into it. But yeah, do what makes you comfortable. And where's Scott? Is he fucked off? Is this like my show now? Get away. Can we talk about him? Right. 2 seconds. I'm going to check the comments again. Switching phone on. You think sea snakes do well in captivity? No. Some people. Oh, does that Scott back? Some people have had success keeping have had success keeping sea snakes. But for what I know, they don't do well in captivity. I got offered 2 band-aids. Oh Christ, what is it? Band-aid sea crates. I got offered a couple of them years ago, but there's nowhere to fucking keep them, man. And the 2 that I was offered ended up dying anyway. They went elsewhere and sadly perished. So no sea snakes. I don't think they do well in captivity at all. They should be left where they are. Technically, all snakes should be in the fucking wild, but we're in a position where we can keep them, and we do. And I'm privileged to have been given that fucking chance, and I do it. Who else is there? Madame Tussauds Q, arachnophilia. Is that Scott back?
Yeah. My word. God. I think the charger fell out of the phone slightly. I didn't know, didn't realise it stopped charging. So I am currently literally on 4%.
Fuck.
So fingers crossed it will carry on charging. I have no idea. It's an S8 and it's as old as I am. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Coral snakes. So people do keep coral snakes in captivity. And I know people in America that keep them. I have heard that they are quite hard to keep, but it's like anything. If you do your research and you put in the fucking time, you could keep them. You could probably get away with keeping sea snakes. As I say, sea snakes don't do well in captivity, but I'm pretty sure that Brian Fry in Australia has sea snakes on the go. And it's research. If you do everything right and do it by the book, then I don't see why you can't fucking do it. But yeah, I know people that keep coral snakes in America and they have great success with them. But yeah, next time we'll get the king cobra out. You'll like him.
Sounds good to me.
So that's just like, that's the king cobra and Fudge, and Fudge is a fucking idiot. He goes from calm to full on cobra mode in the blink of an eye. It's just like he's a fucking idiot. He honestly is. Have we got more questions coming in?
Anybody got any more comments or questions for Paul? Thought I've gone down to 2% again. My God. It's not good. Really not good. I'm going to have a quick mess around and see if I can get the laptop camera to come on. Just bear with me.
Yep, that'll do.
It's a flipping nightmare.
Is that JJ away? Cheers, Stacey. Started at 8 and we're still going. What is your opinion on the Venom man, the guy who let the Taipan and the black mamba bite him? Tim Freed, he's a good friend of mine. He calls me King Paul. And you know, I think it's absolutely amazing what that guy does. Self-immunisation is something that I would definitely have done if I had the people around me that were doing it. But because I live in Scotland and I'm the only person in my area that does it. Holy shit. Whoa. Because I live in Scotland and I'm the only person in my area, I wouldn't dare self-immunise because I'd probably kill myself. But I think it's remarkable what the human body is capable of. And the fact that Tim can take a black mamba bite and a taipan bite at the back of each other and survive it is just fucking, it blows my mind. And they can use his blood as anti-venom. And it's phenomenal. Steve Ludwin is a guy for the UK that does it, and I remember watching something with him, and he says he never gets ill. His immune system is through the roof. And he says the energy he feels is unbelievable. So yeah, I'd do so. I'd self-immunise if I had the people around me that done it. Because I don't, then nah. And yeah, the snakes I keep, the taipan, if she bit me, I'd probably be done for. The mamba, if he bit me, I'd probably be done for. The king cobra, if he bit me, I'd probably be done for. The rattlesnake, maybe. The snouted cobra is probably the. I don't know if he's the least toxic in the room. The rattlesnake and the snouty, I don't know. But yeah, the stuff I keep here could kill me very, very, very fucking quickly. Stacey, what is stupid? The black mamba, whoever's asking, is that somebody asking about what's most toxic black mamba? Black mamba's the most toxic mamba.
No, Stacey's talking about that Venom man.
Oh, right. Tim Freed, I think it's amazing. I think self-immunisation is phenomenal. It's the stuff that the human body can tolerate is just amazing. And if you're keeping venomous snakes and you're around people and you know what you're fucking doing and you can make yourself immune to the venom, then fucking go for it, because if you're bitten, then you've nothing to worry about. And the fact that they could use his blood as anti-venom is another amazing thing. Yeah. I love Tim. He calls me King Paul for some reason. But he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. We got any more?
Arachnophilia says, what's the best UK snake show? I suppose it'd be one of the reptile shows, would it?
All right. God, in the UK, Donny. That's probably it. I've never ever been to Donny. Yeah, I've never been. The only snake show that I've been to was Ham, and I loved it. The Venom room was just a fucking. You go in and they're selling venomous. It's like a car boot sale. They've got the tables with the venomous snakes on it, and they're just fucking selling them. It was bonkers. And you go over and there's a black mamba for like say €200, and you're like, I'll give you €180 for that. And he's like, right then, buy a fucking black mamba and walk out the door. It's fucking nuts. It's crazy. But Ham is the only one that I've been to. But in the UK, I think Donny is probably the only one, is it? I'm sure. But I've never been. And they don't do venomous at Donny either.
We've got, what's the next snake on your list?
Black mamba.
Which one can strike the fastest in your collection?
Right. Taipans can strike you fucking 7 times before you see it. The fucking Taipans like to strike repeatedly. The rattlesnake, she's quite quick. It's a tough one. They're all quite quick. I couldn't tell you exactly which one's the quickest, but the Papua New Guinea taipans and other taipans have been known to bite several times in a row before you can even pull away.
I think that's absolutely crazy how taipans can literally just strike you and strike you and strike you.
Oh, they're vicious. And taipans tend not to do dry bites. There's a 1 in 1,000 chance of getting a dry bite for Taipan.
There's a what? Sorry.
There's a okay, here we go. There's a 1,000 chance. Oh God, I said it perfectly first time. There's a 1 in a 1,000 chance of getting a dry bite for Taipan.
Wow.
Here we go. There's a 1,000 chance. Oh God, I said it perfectly before. The sound's going away, fuck man. Chance of getting a dry bite for Taipan.
That is pretty insane. My phone.
Nah, I've lost you. The sound's away, dude.
I've got to have the laptop volume on 0, otherwise it just repeats itself. That's where the bad echo comes from. So let me just grab some
Catch you later, Stacey.
earphones, wherever they are, and I shall be back in just 2 seconds.
No bother. Black SX. Do you know I don't appear any snake in the room? I've lost my fear. I used to be scared of snakes, and now I'm not scared of snakes, but I've managed to get rid of fear altogether. Like, I should actually be in here and be like quite scared of them, but there's no fear whatsoever. The most dangerous snake in the room, I'd say, is a snouted cobra, but only because he's absolutely tuned to the fucking moon. He goes from like calm to fucking crazy cobra mode in a second. Is that somebody saying that Equity Royals is here? He fancies me, by the way. That guy stalks me. That Equity Royals guy. He wants to do unspeakable things to me, and I won't let him. Oh, is that you, Anton? Aye, you will fancy me. You do, like, aye. That Anton, Equity Royals guy, fancies me and wants to do unspeakable things to me, but I won't, like, give in to his advances. Yeah. I wish, son. I king, son. You and your big tickly beard.
Doesn't work with a laptop, you have to plug it in. No.
We've got sound back. I can see you again.
No. Hey.
We've got sound back. I can see you again. Oh, Christ. No, repeat that cell again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but like when I'm talking, it repeats itself again sometimes.
Fantastic. Literally, my phone is.
Like when I'm talking, it repeats itself again sometimes.
Fantastic.
No, I've lost you. Sounds away again. Yep, so there we go. I've got you again. Now I've lost you. And I've got you back again. And I've lost you. No, you're back. You should have done what I done.
time. I need a new camera. I need a standalone camera, and I just can't afford one at the moment.
Your sound's on and off. You should have done what I done. I had my phone on charge all day, just so it was fully charged when I came on. I can't hear nothing at all at your end. Oh,
Hopefully, you can hear me.
I can hear you, but it's sort of breaking up.
Oh my god. My phone, my actual phone has been on charge literally all day, and now it decides it's crap. Fed up.
Now I can now I could hear you, and you're like seriously quiet.
Bad, isn't it?
It's fucking mental. It's like up and down like a roller coaster, man. But yeah, now you've changed colour.
Just give me 2 seconds.
It's like you've got a tan.
How about that? Is that any better?
You're very quiet. Now I've lost you altogether. Guys, we want to see Scott throw his laptop through the window.
How about that? Are we back to normal yet?
Nah, I could hear you now. That's perfect.
Brilliant.
But yeah, you see that guy that's watching. What's his name? That Black SX.
Yeah.
He fancies me, man. He wants to touch me in the bum. He stalks me. I keep telling him to bolt, but he just keeps stalking me.
My word, that was literally just the most painful experience. At least we have now got the camera and hopefully a microphone that works.
Yep, I could hear you perfect now.
That is superb. Scott would get jealous, says Boyax. Paul, so do you keep any inverts alongside the snakes, or is it just purely the snakes?
Purely snakes. I've tried. I've kept spiders. I've had centipedes. I've had scorpions, but I hate bugs. I hate locusts and I hate crickets. So.
See, I mean, I absolutely love the bugs.
Yeah. So I just keep snakes, easier to feed.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
Now I've totally lost your pit. There you are, you're back again. And you're brighter. Fuck's sake. But yeah, thanks for having me on. I've appreciated that, man. It's been really good.
Most welcome.
There's Blue. Gonna change this camera. There's Blue sitting doing his thing. But yeah, he spends most of his time just perched up on the top there.
Beautiful, beautiful snake.
And every one of these perches, you could just lift it out. So if you grabbed it, it just pops out anyway. So they're easy just to like pull out. It's super calm. But some of the comments, I appreciate. Like some of the comments, they've been amazing. Yeah, honestly, to hear for some people that have kept venomous snakes that they appreciate what I'm doing and they like the way I handle, and it's just been good to hear that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people in the chat are just pretty much appreciate you and appreciate what you've been doing today, and obviously appreciate the snakes as well.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody that's been negative whatsoever tonight, so that's been absolutely amazing.
It's cool. Bring on the snowflakes. I like negativity. We'll tear them a new arsehole.
Yeah, luckily, like I said, we haven't had any, so we're pretty all right.
But yes, I've appreciated it. It's been to everybody that's tuned in. Thank you so much. The fact that you've like sat for the past 2 hours listening to a Scottish guy talking shit just shows how bored you are and fucking all this lockdown crap.
I don't think any of us think that you've been chatting shit for the last 2 hours. A little bit like
I'm usually crap on the camera. I get all like fucking tongue tied and it's fucking it's a pain in the arse. It's a hard thing to do. I've got my own YouTube channel. If you type my name into YouTube, you'll get some of my videos. But there's not many because I never know what to fucking say.
if you type your name into OnlyFans, you come up. Did you say? Sorry.
If you type my name into YouTube, I've got a YouTube channel and I've got a few videos up there. Yeah, I'm vine snakes. I'm sure some of them are dangerous. Yeah, or either that or it's twig snakes. There's Stacey West laughing. Who else we got? Stacey, you love your banter. Who else we got?
Was grand half an hour will sob and Seymour says arachnophilia. OnlyFans are hard post too old for that. Doesn't know what that is. How old are you, Paul?
Do you ken that Anton's mum's going to smack his arse because he's not in his bed? He should have been in his bed at 9 o'clock because he's just a wee babby.
Oh.
Yeah. But I'm 42 on Friday.
I'm older than you.
All right, how old are you?
42 last Saturday.
Happy birthday.
The Saturday before last, sorry, February the 6th.
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, cheers, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm 42 on Friday. Getting old.
So, what's the... We're not.
Nah.
You're only old. You sound old right up here, isn't it, more than anything? So, what type of music is the band?
It's a weird one. We're sort of a mixture between rock, indie, and punk. And if you check our page and have a listen to us, I can't think of another band out there that's like us at the moment. And things are moving. We've got the album ready. Just keep an eye out for the release date. There has been a bereavement in the band just recently with the guitarist. So just when he's ready and when lockdown eases, we'll get stuff moving, and then we'll look on to get an album 2 done. But you could check us out if you type in The Corsairs. Put that in the search bar, you'll get us. And we've got some tunes on there. You can listen to some songs off the EP. They're all older recordings that were done in 2017. Everything sounds way bigger now, totally different. But you'll at least get a chance to hear what we're about and what we're like.
That sounds cool. See, my music is like 90s rock, 90s metal, Levelers as well. I was a massive fan of the Levelers. Nirvana, Marilyn Manson, Bolt Thrower, Machine Head, all that type of stuff. But nowadays, I listen to all sorts nowadays. Literally listen to loads and loads and loads of different types of music, different artists, new, old, really old. You know, some of my mum's stuff I'll put on because it takes me straight back to when I was a kid. All sorts nowadays, literally. But my roots are in rock and heavy metal. That's definite.
Yeah, I'm the same. Iron Maiden, Pantera, Guns N' Roses, Rage Against the Machine, Green Day, The Offspring.
Pantera, Cemetery Gates, and Walk. Two of the all-time best rock songs there's ever been. And then obviously Korn as well. Korn were fucking awesome.
I seen Pantera in 2000 in Glasgow, and then after Dimebag died, I was on tour with a band in Germany, and we bumped into Pantera's cameraman, and we were hanging out with him for the week.
Wow.
So that was pretty random. But since joining a band, my music taste has broadened. Stone Roses, Oasis. I listen to Goa trance music, fucking dance music. I listen to everything now, but I used to be solely a fucking metal freak.
See, we've met. Well, I met Skunk Anansi. I've met the Arctic Monkeys, and then I met My Ruin as well.
Skunk Anansi, I love her, man. She's amazing.
We watched her, and a support band was playing, and we went round to where they were selling. It was like outside of the actual venue, but it was still their actual stand with the t-shirts and everything. There was no fucker there, and Skunk Anansi, she come round. And we were getting a bit pissed off because they didn't have the Skunk Anansi t-shirt. I think I was a medium or a large then, I don't know. In our size, my size, my mate's size, and she kicked off and she went and found someone giving us for free.
Okay.
My Ruin, I swear to God, I have never been that smashed in my entire life. Fuck knows what we were doing then. I have no idea. The fucking drugs we got through that night were just fucking insane, absolutely insane. I couldn't even tell you what we took. I mean, this is obviously going back to sort of the mid 90s, 97 maybe, 96, around that area.
Oh, brilliant. They were some of the best years, honestly. They were amazing.
Early 90s to late 90s, absolutely amazing time for music.
I've been in went to London. I've been in Iron Maiden's recording studio twice, but they were away on tour, sadly. But I've not really met any like rock stars or nothing like that. But that'll happen.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh. Phone's gone up to 9%, so we're going to try that.
That's my phone down to 34%.
I think. I think we're back on here. Temporarily, I have no idea. If it starts dropping down, I'll swap back over to the. We're still on 9%. We're all good. We're all good.
Oh, yeah.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. That's that.
That's a bit better, like.
fingers crossed, we're all good now. Still on 9%. Hopefully that will go up to 10, and we'll be away. Let me just get the Facebook back up. And then
But yeah, we'll definitely have to do another video, and we'll get Luke out and we'll talk about Luke.
okie dokie, that sounds pretty. Is that the King Cobra?
Yeah, yeah.
That sounds awesome. How long have you had the King Cobra?
He'll be 3 this year. Try to think. Or was he 3 in October? Is he 4 this year? 3 or 4 years. I think he's 4 this year. I've had him since he was a baby. I was he came for a friend that got his license, and he was like a kid in a sweet shop, and he just kept buying King Cobras. It was like, where are you going to keep them all? And he was like, you got a point. So I bought Luke off him, and then I've had Luke ever since. But I'd hands down say that he's the most chilled King Cobra in the whole of the UK.
Hold on. Just send Ellie the link to join, because Ellie normally joins me on a Tuesday. Just making sure we're all right for percentage. Ellie is literally like my invert sister, so it'd be interesting to see what she made of your snakes, and see if she's got any questions. She'll probably be like, no, I wouldn't be in that room. Yeah, so no doubt she'll be in a second. She says, let me have a pee first. But yeah, hopefully in years to come, the DWA will come my way, and we'll be looking at probably a spider, I would have thought. Some of the scorpions look nice, but they're not my thing. Spiders are my thing mainly. I've got a few scorpions, but I do prefer the spiders, I must admit.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to keep spiders. My girl doesn't like them, so.
Are you allowed to keep them with your DWA license? Would that cover you to go and get the spiders, the scorpions, and?
Oh yeah. But my girl's not too keen on spiders, so I'm not allowed spiders. She puts the foot down.
My other half, she ain't really got a choice. It started off with 2, and the collection and the addiction grew with her. So she's very understanding. She knows as well with my mental health. She knows it helps me a lot. So that's I think that's why she puts up with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She knows it helps me out no end.
It's the same deal here with the snakes.
I think Ellie is here now.
Ah, there we go.
Is she there?
Ah, she's here. I can see her.
Hold on. Ellie.
Scott.
Hey, how was your week?
It was great. Well needed.
How? I mean, what did you mean? You know, Ellie is literally like my inverted sister. Her and Tara are very, very close as well.
Yeah.
So obviously, you know, your opinion obviously means a lot. What did you think to the snakes?
Well, I did voice my opinion a bit in the comments. I have nothing wrong with snakes. I have a corn snake, but my mummy brain kicks in and it's like, I hope that guy doesn't get hurt.
Oh no, yeah.
Like, I really hope nothing bad goes wrong right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it can happen though, can't it? I mean, it literally, you know, they are effectively a wild animal, and we can't control, and certainly nobody can control their decisions or make up their mind for them. So if one of those snakes ever felt threatened, then obviously the results from that.
Oh, did Scott pause?
Yeah.
And to be fair, I think I was the only one in the comments that posted my worry about something bad going wrong. But
yeah. I totally understand that. But it's about keeping them calm, keeping them knowing what makes them tick, what you can and can't do.
Yeah.
And I've been at this every day for the past 11 years. So I'm pretty clued up on what I can and can't do. But it's like a fucking, it's like any animal. It's like even your family dog could just fucking snap one day and fucking kill you. The only difference with mine is they're snakes and they're venomous.
Yeah.
It's just about having that understanding and knowing what you can and can't do. And it took me 10 years of keeping snakes before I started getting like proper hands on. I got the king cobra, and he's going to potentially hit 15 foot. And if you've got a 15-foot snake on a hook, that snake could whip around and be in your face before you know it. So as soon as he arrived, I started working with him, handling him, getting him used to touch. And it sort of went for there. It was weird because me and my mum's husband fell out. And when we fell out, I was like, fuck it. It really pissed me off, and I was like, fuck it. And for that day, I started getting more hands-on with him, and it's the strangest feeling. I can't describe it. But I'm totally at ease with the snakes. I feel safer in this room doing what I'm doing than I would if I was sitting at a party with a lot of people.
Would you have the same confidence if you went to someone else's house and dealt with their animals as if you would deal with your own animals?
I'd have confidence in handling them, but I wouldn't handle them the same because I don't know the animal.
I think that's where half of my problem lies. Like, I got a corn snake. My brother got a corn snake, which I raised for a few months before passing it over. I'm completely fine with them, no problems. Even the bigger ones, because mine's still little, I'm fine with. My cousin got a boa. Well, it was little. I was completely fine with it. And then as it got bigger, I got more anxious.
Yeah.
So I think like that's my big problem. But it's only been since I've had children, my anxiety over what could happen is gone from being here right at the bottom, because I would hold anything when I was little, to going right at the top now I'm older. Thinking, oh yeah, but it's protection this and protection that, and worry this and worry that.
Oh yeah, totally. I understand. If I came to yours and you were like, go and get the corn snake out, I'd approach it cautiously because I don't know the snake. So I would like sort of test the water first, and then once I knew the snake was fine, I would just take it out. If I put that way, that'd be better. Eh? There we go. If I was handling someone else's venomous collection, I wouldn't be as hands-on. I would still get down low with the snake because I don't like to hover over the top of them. I believe if I get low, I make myself smaller, so I'm not as much as I don't come across as much as a threat to the snake. I don't look as big. And it all depends what sort of snake you're working with. Like, obviously, with a big angry black mamba, you're going to be on your feet constantly and you're going to work that snake properly. But all comes down to like, how well you understand the animal. And the snakes here, I know them pretty well. Certain snakes I'm more hands-on with than other snakes. As you see with the Taipan, I tended to use a hook more. With the snouted cobra, he is wiry, so he is constantly I'll always use a hook with him, mostly on my feet because he likes to charge at me. But yeah, it just depends. Always get to know the animal first and learn its behaviour and what makes it tick and what keeps it calm and stuff like that.
I don't think I'll be going into anything snake-wise venomous, but I can't exactly run away from venomous. Not venomous. Are they venomous? Yeah, they're venomous. Venomous in there. I got plenty of them already.
Yeah. Do you keep do you keep any really hot inverts?
I've got pokies to Cedarlingi, brachypalmas, grammastolas, all sorts.
Do you handle them?
No, not really. Only when some of them like to go on a walkabout. And it depends on the species, because some, if they do go on a walkabout, then I'm just like, oh, I'll get some few pictures while they're on their walkabout. But others, my first instinct will be get them back in their house, get them safe, get myself safe, get a kid safe. So yeah.
When it comes to inverts, I'm like, you have to give it an English name.
English.
Gooty sapphire, Indian ornamental, white stripe, golden knee, the rose tarantula, the Martinique pink toe tarantula,
right?
All that type of stuff. Spider says hello. Everybody says hello.
I've handled Indian ornamental black and white.
Okay, yeah.
My friend had one of them, and he's like, I don't handle it. I was like, give me it. So fucking handled one of them, but they can fucking move. They're very, very quick. Spider-wise, I had a pink toe once, but it was a baby. Another time I went for a pink toe to the pet shop and I came away with a baboon spider because it was aggressive. I used to handle that all the time. Scorpions, I've had scorpions and stuff in the past as well. But I don't like crickets and locusts. I'm petrified of bugs. Fucking hate them.
I've learned the difference between. I really hate crickets. So I don't even own crickets, but I use dubias. But the thing is, like, I stayed in Africa for over 6 months, and if you see cockroaches in Africa and then you look at dubias, oh my god, they're completely different. African cockroaches, you will hate them. They will disturb you the whole time. And they're almost a nightmare to get rid of or kill or anything, where dubias are like so peaceful. They don't bug you, they don't give you problems, they're just there. So I found nearly everything on dubias except for the toad and the corn snake. They both eat mice.
It's all right if I nip to the toilet and go for a quick cigarette. Hopefully my internet will be all completely fine.
Yeah, sure, man. I'm watching my battery. I'm trying to see what my battery is at, man. I've got 28%. So I'm cool.
I've got my own charge. It's just reached about.
Don't bug you, Christine. Dubias are well called. Don't bug you.
Yeah, so South Africa is somewhere I want to go. I want to go and see wild mambas. Do you know, I was totally born in the wrong fucking country. I should have been in Africa chasing mambas or something like that. Instead I got Scotland where there's like adders.
See, for
And
the whole time I was in Africa, I just got bugged the whole time by geckos.
right,
Like they have their own kind. I don't think they are actually geckos. They're more like little skinks or other tiny little lizards, but they
Yeah.
almost remind you of a gecko. And they're all over you constantly. They're like everywhere. My daughter loves them. Ever since like we came back, she's like, "Oh, can we get a gecko? Can we get a gecko?" And I ended up getting sun skinks to start with.
Yep.
And then I got a dragon, but now I'm not sure, like, because we don't know how long the sun skinks will last, because they were caught as adults, wild caught.
Yep.
And then they were rescued by the reptile store. And obviously they can't live in the reptile store for the rest of their lives. So they were happy to send them to a good home. So I had them, but I've had them for over a year. But because they haven't got a long lifespan and we don't really know how old they are, we don't really know how long they're going to last.
Right.
But I'm in two minds now whether to get a Mexican king black snake or get the blue tongue skink.
Oh,
Because I love
I like snakes. Get the black snake.
But I like my lizards too, and the skinks, they're so fast, but they're so friendly.
Yeah.
Like with the kids as well, a skink is something the kids can handle.
Yeah.
Like even the Mexican black king snake, the kids can still handle that. That's fine. But if they handle the corn snake, then handle the king snake, that could be a problem.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's like, usually when I come in here, if I'm like doing a handling session, I always get the king cobra out first, and then I handle everything else because he's a snake eater, and I don't want him smelling anything on me.
Oh, see, I don't know. There was a lady at my reptile store. She already, like, I collect mostly spiders. I've gone from having no collection to a huge collection to a mid-range collection. Like I've reduced and everything. But she's terrible. Every single time I go in there, she's like, "Look where we go! Like, come and see. You can hold this," and the kids get involved. And yeah, I wouldn't have probably had a snake if it wasn't for my kids.
Right.
When I was young, I wanted all of them, all the big ones, all the heavy ones. Then I had kids. Then I had anxiety. Then I was like, no, something happened.
I was
anyway.
So some idiot told me how to get a license, and as soon as he told me how to get a license, I was like, right then. You don't tell me how to do shit because I just won't fucking do it. It's bad.
Nicotined up. Nicotined up. Out of way. Nicotined up.
I need to stop, man. My health is fucked.
Oh.
Like a sanity stick.
I need to stop smoking. I do as well.
So how do you say it, Langini? How's your snake?
Langini? You hear that, mate? He's staring now. He's sitting there like that. Shaking his lead. He's going.
What
if he had a hand,
is a Langini?
It's Nangini. Nangini's sound. We was. Literally, we've just got all the stuff for his build, so that's coming soon.
What are you gonna do to it?
Build him a new house.
Yeah, but how is it gonna look like? Have you got a theme or
naturalistic?
See, I just
You'll
changed
see.
the dragon's tank over. I changed.
You'll see in the video.
I changed it from that awful, like, I don't know, it's like wooden chip things. The pet store was like, you have to have them. She was born on them. She has to stay on them. So I was like, fine, I'll buy it, but I'm not keeping her on that. Like, naturally, they wouldn't live like that.
That's so, what this is that at the moment, but like I said, I've only had this snake 5 weeks.
Yeah.
And that crap. That's
Is that
literally like
is that like
wood shaving.
is that like the cell?
Oh wow, that's like the shaving stuff.
I hate
Crap.
that shit. It gets absolutely everywhere.
See, my corn is on hemp bedding, and so far that's been completely fine. But they wanted me to use this like stuff that Scott got, but they were out of stock and said hemp bedding is perfectly fine. Have that, and I was like, okay. But to be fair, she's happy with it. I've never had problems with it. So until I move her, because she's still in the plastic box at the moment, because she's still small.
Yep.
So when she's a bit bigger, I think she's about, God, she just shed the other day. She's coming up to around 2 feet, I would say. But I literally had her when she was like really small. So like, it hasn't taken long for her to grow that big, but I think she still needs to be a bit bigger before I move her into a tank.
Yeah.
He's 11.
He's cute.
He's the perfect size for Luke.
So I would like to find a female. I think I've probably got maybe a year or two before he's just a bit too old. We shall see.
He's gorgeous.
But I would really, really love to find a female for her.
See, my brother's thinking of breeding his with mine when they're big enough because they're around the same age.
Hi, Diane. Diana. Yeah, I would really like to breed him. That's for sure.
I don't think mine's out. I think mine's sleeping.
A friend of mine's just paired up Burmese. So one of those might be on the cards. We'll have to see. It's whether or not I can create the space for a 6x2x2 tank.
Yeah.
Or not. I know
that's always the problem. It's space.
But then obviously, you know, I'd want to get it out as well, so it would be out a lot. In Guinea, yeah, he comes out loads and goes for a roam around. But in his tank, he's nowhere near this active. But when he's on me, he's like, what's this? What's that? Having a good look round.
It's gorgeous.
My kids play with her the whole time. She belongs to my kids. But ever since we got the cats, the kids are like, no, Mum, you can keep the snake now. We got the cats. It's off it. See, she's in like one of these like keeper tank things.
Oh, yeah.
She's been in there now. Oh, God, a good few months. When did I get her, Scott? So ages ago. Well, not that long ago, but still a good while.
A good while ago. See, Nangini's head is literally at the top of my trousers at the back now.
Go away.
I see you're making me want to get snakes out again.
Yeah, Russell says Aspen shavings. Yeah, that is it. But like I said, this snake was actually given to me on the setup. So it's took me a couple of weeks to sort of get the information behind me, chat to other people that have got snakes. Candice, Welsh Morphology, been chatting to her a lot, and her and Dale Strong. So that is the plan, is now to change the substrate out for a soil mixture. We've got the UVB lighting as well. Got the UVB lighting. We've got the new ceramic heater. Loads of bits in that enclosure are going to get changed. But this snake doesn't actually need the UVB either. But I was chatting to Candice, and the 5% is basically what it experiences in the wild. So the 5% is what we've got. Plus, I want to put some plants in there as well. So this is basically to do that and to give it a bit better lighting. And then Guinea's off behind all his new stuff.
See, my dragon's already gone to bed. She's already in a tree. She likes hiding. The skinks are in bed, so I can't get them out. When their lights go off, they all seem to go into hibernation. It's like they got trained. They know when the day is, and they come out and they get to play, and then they know when the night is, and they go bed.
Yeah, I've got rattlesnakes that are watching me. She comes out at night, hides during the day. The Mamba, he's watching me, but everything else is in bed.
My OBT comes out and watches me until I move, and then it disappears. And she is a big girl.
Yeah.
Diana says her snake's got UVB and does use it most days.
Look, I just boxed these. Well, I just popped these into their new little houses. Well, you first started the video. They're so cute and little fluffy bums. They're a bit like the Avec Pinkto that you got, that you said that you had before.
That's how we discovered it was male.
And what's in the tub? Is that like baby spiders?
Yeah, it's Avicularia Geraldine. So they're like the Pinktos, but instead of growing up to be more black in colour, they'll be like a green and blue colour.
Right. I love pink toes, just the fact that they're fluffy and black with pink feet.
Well, I've got the fluffy and black one, but that one's still a bit small to be fluffy and black. I've got the purple Peru, and I've got the Carabiner Versicolor, which starts off really, really blue and then changes like to a purpley pink colour. And these ones, they start off looking the same as the Avicularia, but then they turn like a bluish green colour when they're older.
Nice. Yeah, my girl's not too keen on spiders, so I'm not allowed any.
Oh, your mate just said snakes don't need UVB. That's right, mate. And if you'd listened to what I said, I did actually say that the corn snake doesn't need UVB, but it stimulates natural habitat, and there is plants going in with him, so that's what that's there for.
Do you know snakes? They don't need UVB. If you were to put it in, yeah, obviously they would benefit from it, but they really don't need it. My council required me, not like that inspection, but the inspection before, they required me to put all of my snakes on UVB. So I did. I humoured them, and I'd come in here, and within 10 minutes I would have a splitting sore migraine because of the purple light. So keeping a snake in a box with that light couldn't be very good in my eyes. I came in, and when you're trying to catch a taipan under a purple light, you can't see the fucking snake. So that was detrimental to my health. And I also came in one day, and there was smoke coming from the bulb that was in the Taipan's Viv. So I ended up switching back to all my usual fucking bulbs. But nah, they don't need UVB. Not like lizards.
My lizards on UVB. My snakes don't.
To combat that light, to combat the light coming out of the tank, this light's going to be up there, but that's only an 18 watt. So I do want to create areas in the cold side of the tank so he can get away from that light if he needs to. If he's more active in that light, then that light's going to stay in there. If I notice any negative changes, then that light is then going to obviously come out. But we'll see. We shall see. Hopefully all goes well.
I just use normal fucking energy saving fucking light bulbs, man. They last for ages. And then in my, like for the Mamba, it's some, is it ProRep basking bulb that I've got in his with? And he's perfectly happy under that. But everything else, I'll show you what, that's all I've got in everything else. Just energy saving bulbs, use them 12 hours on, 12 hours off. But where's my battery? 20%. Right, guys, I'm going to have to call it a night because my battery is getting very low. But thank you so much for having me on. And hopefully we can do another video soon. And next time we'll do it with King Cobra.
Definitely, Paul. It has been an absolute pleasure to have you on, sir.
Thank you.
Can't thank you enough, mate. To get the snakes out that you have done this evening, sorry, it just absolutely amazing. Blue is just wow, absolutely stunning. And then obviously the Taipan, I forget the name for the Taipan, but patch is absolutely beautiful as well. And again, Adrian and Stacey, thank you so much for putting me and Paul together to do this. Really do appreciate you two as well. Thank you so much.
I same too. I had my favourite from the bunch. My favourite was the Mamba, the one with the circles, and the white and black one. I like that one.
White and black. The rattlesnake, Molly.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, Molly was stunning. Absolutely beautiful. Markings on a lot. It's a spades almost.
She's sitting watching me right now. She likes to come out at night, so she's sitting there just watching me like a hawk. Probably expecting food. Patch, when she was a baby, she had like near her tail, she had like a really white patch. It was like copper, and then it went white. So I called her Patch. But as she's got older, it's disappeared. So now I feel like a right fucking fanny calling her Patch. But it's stuck.
That sort of like happened with me when I bought my dragon. I bought the darkest, smallest one in the bunch because I don't really like going for this or what that. I try to get normals.
Yeah.
Like the snake, that one was the only like ones they had in stock, and my kids were adamant. And I wasn't even going to buy a snake on that day. I was supposed to buy a dragon on that day, and instead of a dragon, we left with a snake because of the kids. So yeah, when I bought the dragon, I went for the littlest, darkest one there, hoping like, yeah, it'll just stay dark. Yeah, it's almost white now. Still got the little orange shapes on the back with like a grey over colour, but instead of being pure dark, she's almost white. Changed so much.
God. Brilliant. Right, guys, I'm going to go, but nice to meet you, Scott, and nice to meet you as well, Ellie, and we will do this again.
Nice to meet
you. And
you,
Paul. Thank you so much. Like I said, really do appreciate it.
My concerns and not being offended by them.
No, I understand. Hopefully you'll feel better next time.
I'm still not sure. I got a feeling I will still be a little bit worried for you, but I can't help that.
Thank you.
Cheers, Paul. Thank you so much for coming on and spending 3 hours showing us your snakes. Really do appreciate it, fella.
No problem, man. I'll catch you later. Peace.
See you later.
Take care.
Bye.
We go down to the chant. Let me go down to the comments now. Lincoln, I'm Scott, and these are the invert. I did it once, you know. I did that once on one video about a year ago, and somebody went, "That should be your intro," and it's just stuck. And every time I go to do a video, I think, "Shall I do it? Shall I do it?" And it's like, I've got to do it, haven't I? You know what I mean?
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for you to do like a funny work takeover and be like, "Yeah, I'm Scott, and these are the inserts," you know, for your hydraulic pumps. I can just imagine you doing that at work.
It's already been said. They said it at work. They went, you should do a comedy sketch. Go inside the van and go, my name's Scott, and these are the inserts. All right. Do you know what? We're on a WhatsApp group with work, and I think I might actually just video it in the van. Go on, Scott, and these are the inserts. Just send it off on the work WhatsApp. See what they say.
Talked about it a few months back as well when I did that video for Rocky Mountain Spider Freak.
That was pretty cool.
That took a lot of work and almost my hair. Like that shit ruined my hair.
Right, let's have Al says. Mark Boyask says subscribed. Thank you, Sunshine. If you're not subscribed to Ellie, make sure you're subscribed to Ellie's Bug Babies. No doubt she will drop the link to her channel down in the comments when you Ellie, so everybody can find you dead easy.
Oh yeah, I'll post my new video. That'll help.
Got a new video?
Yeah, I did it just as you decided to come online today. Even though I already knew you was gonna come online, but I decided to put them into the little houses while I was watching yours. So I posted a video at the same time. I just got a fright dinner.
I've done a mantis den video today. And then on the end of that, I've put a little preview onto the 2,000 subscriber comp giveaway. What you can win. It's massive, massive. Ellie,
what?
You all right?
I'm good. I'm posting the link that you just told me to post.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Carry on.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, 2,000 subscriber giveaway. There is 2 Exoterra Funariums to go with the 2 spiders that I'm giving away. There's two 5-litre bags of Spider Life. There's 2 Exoterra water dishes. That's all from Live Foods for You. There's also a £50 Live Food voucher and 2 £25 Live Food vouchers for Live Foods for You. There's stuff coming from Level Up Reptiles. There's stuff coming from Hadley's Fantastic Tarantulas as well. It's going to be manusive. But I'm going to share it in 2 places only. My personal Facebook and Scott's Inverts page, and that's it. Oh, Ellie's going to do a subscriber giveaway at 250 subscribers.
Yeah, but it has to be only UK anyway, because I'm sending invites.
What you on now?
160.
Oh, let me know when you're on 250, because I'll see what I've got towards it.
Like 1 minute is up, then it's down, then it's up, then it's down. But to be fair, it's not like I go everywhere and be like, oh, bro, you got to sub me now. Like, I don't do that. I just leave it on the videos every now and again. And I've gone into doing silent videos, you know, where I just mute any kind of conversation and stick music there and leave it like that.
Sometimes it takes the pressure off when you do that. Mark said he's ordering from Live Foods for You this week. Mark, if you do order, where the code is, put Scott's Inverts in there, and you'll get 5% off anything on the website. They literally do all the they do substrates, they do all reptile heating, lights, as well as all the live food. I'm buying my live food off them again next week, and I will put in my own code on their website to get 5% off as well.
I can tell people one spider that'll be in the mystery box, well, not a mystery box, but the giveaway. And it'll be, I don't know how to say the name, but I think is mega something robustum.
Really? People, start subscribing, because I want to win Ellie's subscriber giveaway, because I haven't got a robustum.
Get rid of it.
I haven't got a Robusta yet.
I've had this since it was a baby. I never see it, so I don't want it anymore. I want something that I can see, that I can like. It doesn't even feed. Like, it won't tongue feed. You can't catch it on a video. You can't catch it on a video on a picture. Any single time, any vibration is gone. It legs it.
Tara got me these.
Are they your little mantises?
Yeah. Oh, you know about these, don't you?
Yeah, I asked you about it earlier. You didn't say nothing.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. I already knew they.
Well, cool actually, because mantis den. If I can find where I put it, mantis den don't do bad. What surprised me was she also got Megaphobema. Megaphobema?
What? It's about
Check
this. It's not so small. I know.
That's this is from the mantis den, because mantis den have started doing engravings. But even if I stop smoking, that is still pretty cool just to have.
Yeah, but even if you stop smoking, what if you've got a gas cooker and the electric power doesn't work anymore? You can still use it.
Then I can see where I'm going. Or if I've got a gas leak and I need to know where it's coming from, I can just do that.
And more importantly, it's off the kids.
You must laugh, Tara.
That's for the giveaway. Unless you move this that way, and then I can get the chair out.
Oh, Paul.
For you to sit down.
Oh, you're still on?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not talking to myself, Tara. I'd be bored.
No, but sometimes you stay on talking afterwards, don't you?
A way to moisturise his napper, I think. Where did that handsome bald guy go? I don't know, Paul. Disappeared. Ran away.
Yeah, I got a few things that I'm going to be sending for the giveaway. And they're all coming from my collection. So I know they're all healthy. I know they're all well. I know they've all malted. So yeah, they're going with peace of mind.
Hi.
Hello.
Bailey Bug Blag. Bug Blog. He looks like Moby at the moment. I know, mate. Look at the state of my hair. We need the barbers to be open. Although I did do a community post where I said if I get 50 likes, I will shave my hair off at 2,100 subs. Dale wants me to dye it instead.
I can do your mohawk
Yeah,
again.
well, I'll probably shave it to a mohawk, yeah.
I can do that. Don't need barbers for that.
I am going to drop.
Tara, what you should do, if you give him a mohawk, don't shave it down flat. Get him extensions, stick it in and like poke it.
No, it looks better flat.
Yeah, but then he would look like a peacock for his stream and that would be really funny.
Yeah, but I've got to walk around with him looking like it.
No, not if they're extensions, because you can just clip them in and clip them out.
Was that a hint then? Looking in the cup. Is it empty?
Oh yeah, go on then if you would. I'm going to put the link to the stream down in the comments. If any of you guys want to join, just click that and you can come and join me and Ellie and the enemy, aka Tara, on screen. Any ladies in the chat, Tara's Army Facebook group is now up and running, which is mainly aimed at the women, although there is a couple of lads in there. But me and Dale, but it is more aimed at the females. So if we've got any females, drop me a PM and I'll give you Tara's Facebook details, because it's the only way you can join.
You and Dale are moderators.
Yeah,
We've got like Dale. He's
that
like
allowed
security, isn't he?
Dale is the security.
Exactly.
Anytime.
Can't handle that.
I said the only
Sorry,
boys
again.
that are allowed in Tara's army are the boys with boobs bigger than a beaker.
Yeah, Scott.
What are you saying? I got boobs?
Yeah. Me and Ellie have to buy the bras with boobs in them.
I come with chicken fillets.
I always gotta buy a beat.
Oh, I've got another 4 modules of my coursework done.
Yeah, I've dropped that. Spider-Man, the stream thing is in the comments. If you want to follow that, come join me and Ellie. Or if anybody else wants to. Hint, hint, Spider-Man, if you want to follow that StreamYard link.
In other words, hurry up.
Yeah. Obviously, tonight we couldn't get Elliot or Spider-Man on for the majority of it like we do normally because we had the snakes.
But it was cool to do a different topic, I will admit.
Be proud, Scott. I've got boobs, says Mark. Sir Mark, the spider guy. Sir Mark, where is Lord Peter tonight? Been drinking out of his cup.
Daughter's birthday, isn't it?
Oh, it's his daughter's birthday. What advice would you give for opening a YouTube channel for reptiles? My advice would be speak to Richard from Northern Exotics. He runs a reptile dedicated YouTube channel and he will literally give you advice straight away. If you give me a PM, I can pop you over to him. It can be a little bit cutthroat out there, but you know, it is what it is.
Leslie, I just had the sausage sandwich, so it's fine. I just sat back and munched on a sausage sandwich.
Leslie, I've been on since the start, but I don't do snacks. Yeah, boy, ask if you add me up on if you drop me a message either on Facebook or Instagram, I'll give you some advice via PM. It's pretty simple to do a video, to edit it on your phone using KineMaster, to be completely honest, and to get the video there. The problem is getting people to actually click on your video. I'm going to get some quavers. Stop! Don't talk about food because I'm starving.
It's
I might as well eat cheese flavoured air.
I love what it's.
Sweet old cute.
Stop. Look.
I could literally hammer a kebab van off.
So how was your pancake day? Did you actually do pancakes? My daughter reminded me at 5 o'clock.
You're joking? We've been saying to Layla all day, do you know what day it is? And she's gone, it's Tuesday. I've gone, yeah, but do you know what Tuesday is? I've gone, no, well, it's a special Tuesday that only happens. Bear in mind, she's 11 and highly intelligent. I'm going, it's a Tuesday that only happens like this time of year, around February time. Like,
Yeah.
Mom, what Tuesday is it? What Tuesday is it? And in the end, Tara let her know. It was like, oh man.
She only figured it out because I started making them.
See, we're going to have pancake day tomorrow now.
Diana,
If we could, in this house, it'd be pancake day every day.
Diana, have you not got me on Facebook? I thought I got you on Facebook.
I'm even surprised. My daughter reminded me because she doesn't normally eat them. None of us really eat them. We cook them, we'll have one, and then the rest gets left over.
Well, we figured out that Leo doesn't like the feel of them in his mouth.
They are good though, isn't they, pancakes?
I've been eating a wee for like the last hour.
Go and have a wee.
I've sat into the 4 modules of my coursework.
Ellie, what sausage do you like?
Well cooked ones. I like my sausage with colour. I don't like no pink sausage. Hmm.
You keep assassin bugs.
Yes, mate. I keep assassin bugs. If you have a look at the playlist on other invert care videos, did a care video for them and an updated video. At the moment, mine are on more drier substrate because I'm giving the colony a bit of a break. Hopefully soon I'll be getting some more off Bailey's bug blog and off another friend.
Oh,
Vegan milk butter? As it? What the hell was that?
Yeah, like some people get like lactose intolerant and stuff like that. Well, like I have problems with most dairy stuff, so to keep it easy for me, I use stuff like oat milk or almond milk, and then Flora Buttery, the gold one. It's vegan, so it doesn't have like milk or anything like that in there.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It is actually quite cool, and it's quite nice too. But I'm not like up for all the vegan stuff, only some of it. But my daughter,
Apparently, it's really, really, really good for you, and obviously, you know, it supports the planet as well, doesn't it?
see, everybody who's asked me, what I tell them is, if you're thinking about doing such stuff, like if you want to go vegan, but obviously you're quite happy eating meat, then I always suggest them to only go 80% vegan, because there's still things in meat and meat products that we get that you can't get if you're vegan, and that can also cause problems. But if you go 80% vegan, you're doing well for the planet, you're getting everything you need, and the body breaks down plant or what do you call it now, like plant fibers and substances better than it does meat. So milk and stuff like that, it will be stored on your body, and it takes a lot longer to break down, which in turn adds fat.
No more milk then.
Well, I wouldn't say no more milk. I think it just depends on how often you have it. I'm not vegan. I just use some vegan products because I have problem with dairy.
I have milk quite a lot.
Yeah,
I do like a good glass of milk.
See, one of my cousins is vegan, and she's got to have supplements for certain things like iron and things like that. So I couldn't go. Ooh.
I was a 15.5 stone bodybuilder and vegetarian at the time, and I had lots of soya protein, stuff like that. Didn't take the vitamins, but I was massive.
The thing is protein. Being vegan, eating protein isn't a problem, because things like soy and certain beans and lentils, like soy and what's the other ones that I use? There's a few other ones which are quite good. They are really high in protein, so it's just as easy to get your protein using grains as it is using meat.
I think going forward globally, vegetarian really, no matter how much people dislike it, is going to have to be the way forward. Cows literally fart and burp methane, and they also need so much land, which could be used to be a forest or something like that, to be a bit more constructive for the environment.
See, I think the biggest problem isn't that we eat cows or that we eat chickens, is the companies that mass produce them, then they go to waste. That's what's causing half of the problem.
The waste cows and that produce as well. But then, if you look at the amount of carbon that's released through the concrete making process or steel making process, as well as that, is ridiculously high. Anyway, Spider-Man!
Hey!
You're right.
Look what I got. I'm not showing off my boobs. I'm just showing
my t-shirt.
my shirt.
Stop it, Spider-Man. Mark the Spider guy will be having a fucking heart attack.
I can't. I swear I was showing off the shirt.
It really
Hey,
suits you.
Diana.
That color really suits you.
Yeah. I love the green. I ordered the because the men's is in green, and green's my favorite color. So instead of the colorful one that her regular logo is, I ordered the men's shirt, and I love it. So
How Jason?
he's doing good. He's in there programming one of his radios. So
That sounds complex.
yeah, something he's doing on the computer. I don't know. Oh my goodness.
How are you feeling now anyway, Chris?
Today has been awful. I'm just having a time even walking about falling over.
No, I can pass the filter tips. I don't.
The cat's left the mouse on my floor. Can you see it?
Yeah,
Like-
see.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Jason's been into ham radio since way before I met him. I think he started when he was a teenager. He's always been into ham radio, so I was going to try to get my license, but it was too confusing. I was like, nope, can't do it.
We were into CBs as kids and teenagers and young adults. We used to do all sorts on CBs.
Yeah. Let's see.
Diana, I'll ask him. But normally on a Tuesday, he's normally working till about 1, 2 in the morning.
There you go. Better.
Maybe we can get Richard to do a live on a weekend. We'll see.
I got about 3 weeks to do the next TMA and get the next TMA in. So, but it doesn't look too difficult, this one. It looks fairly straightforward. Hopefully.
Yeah.
We just have to talk broadly about the topic that you're going to finish with, if that makes any sense.
Yep.
Basically, so what they've done to us is they've said your end of module, you need to pick a topic that you're going to cover in the design. And my teacher told me to stick with water because I've done so many things on water already. And she pretty much knows where I'm going with water and how it can be introduced and all the rest of it. But then she's like, oh, now you've got to break it down so it's more broad. So instead of talking about the topic you're going to finish with, you've got to break it down so it's like right at basic level, like what's water used for? Why is it important to people? And stuff like that.
Yeah.
So this first bit should be fairly easy, and then the second bit gets a bit more complicated, and then the third bit is like way more into detail and like more of like honing in on the system and the services and the products and everything like that. Yeah. So from now till May, the project is stretched over, but I've got different assignments to get in all the way through.
Oh, Bailey, it's just literally I just ordered a green screen cloth off of Amazon. I forgot the size of it, and I've got it hanging back behind me. And here on StreamYard, all you have to do, you can click if you have a green screen green. Look, I can't talk today. I'm telling you, green screen background, and then you can add whatever picture you want to it. So it's pretty cool.
It's really cool. I like it. But I haven't got space behind me. If I stuck anything behind me, like the sofa finish is just right here. So knowing me, if I stuck anything behind me, I'd fall over.
Yeah.
I think if it was a wall, it wouldn't be too bad. But because it's like just this, it's like a little space, and then that's the sofa.
Right.
Bailey says I'd get on camera more if my background wasn't boring. It doesn't matter. I don't know if any of you caught Exotics Radio's podcast last week. Bailey's book blog was on that. I must admit, Andrew is a very good friend of mine. His knowledge on inverts is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, that was a great podcast.
I do like Exotic Radio's podcast. It's just very. You can just get on with something, can't you? You can relax and do what you want, or you can just go feed like I did. I had the earphones in listening because it's like a radio.
Yeah.
We'll carry on feeding them. See you later, Diana.
Oh, they're actually sleeping. I've got one directly behind me, and the other one is on the dog's bed, which quite as often is on the dog's bed nowadays.
I think people just want to see you playing with your pussy again.
I know. It's so bad, isn't it? At least it keeps your streams interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I've seen Wedding Crashers a lot. That's funny. Have to be cool.
I'm just quite happy though they are actually chilled for 5 minutes. But I bet the minute I go to bed, they're not going to be chilled anymore. They're going to be jumping everywhere. Like, I'm not going to be able to chill out. They're going to be pain in the bums.
Yeah, they always pick the best times to go nuts too. Like mine will wait till I'm ready to lay down and go to sleep, and then they'll pounce all over my stomach and then jump on my bladder, and then I have to get up and go to the bathroom because they jumped on me in the middle of the night. Yeah.
We've got kids that do that.
See, I'd know if my boy is coming because he got an alarm on his door. So if it opens, then I will know if he tries to leave his bedroom. My daughter, on the other hand, she is just loud anyway. She'll open the door because the door sort of like where we had this coat thing hanging on the top. It's a stick. So now when she opens it, it's like boom. So you always hear her coming in.
You see, Leo, he's what, 2? Oh, the second I relax and take my eyes off him, if I'm sitting down, not too bad. If I'm lying down on the settee or something, he just goes, bump, straight on my right bollock every single fucking time. And I am literally keeled over. And like every single time, he's just like, it's not like that. It's a proper like this, and I'm like, what the fuck? It feels like somebody's got my ball and wrapped it straight into my stomach. Like
maybe he doesn't want any more siblings. Maybe he's making it clear.
Yeah, he got jealous with Noah, and he's like, "Not having any more." Boom. It's always my right one though. It's always that one.
Did you see my post the other day, Scott, on Facebook?
Guys, I gotta go. I got an important phone call. Okay.
Okay.
Catch you later. Bye.
She's got an OnlyFans meeting. Did I see your Facebook post? Sorry, Spider.
Yeah, did you see my Facebook post? Me and Jason are gonna have another grandbaby in September.
You having another baby?
No, we're having another grandbaby in September.
Oh, grandbaby! Oh, congratulations!
Second grandbaby, yeah.
You're not old enough to have grandkids anyway.
Yes, I've got one already, and then I'll have one later on.
You're younger than me, you know? You're like 39, 38.
I'm 43.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, I'm tickled. Like, it was so awesome.
That's
So
gonna be
yeah,
wicked.
that was a nice change. That was pretty interesting video tonight, Scott. That was pretty cool seeing all those snakes.
Yeah, Paul is pretty cool guy. We do have to be quite careful in the UK because all the snakes that he got out, we need licenses for. We can't just have. And then obviously the way he handles them as well is a bit against the book. So that's why I kept having to say, look, you know.
Yeah, you have to make sure and instill that into people. Don't do this.
Yeah, don't copy this geezer. Yeah, he like I said, I mean, he was keeping snakes for like 14 or 15 years before he even got a license for the venomous. So it does say something.
Right.
But yeah, oh fucking hell, the green mamba, what a snake! What a beautiful snake!
Beautiful.
And again, that rattlesnake he got, absolutely stunning.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in England, obviously we just see the only time we ever see a rattlesnake is on a country and western film, and they're normally curled up in the middle of a road with their little shaker going.
Yeah.
And obviously that's probably not the case, you know, in their actual habitat type of thing. But
Right.
to see that one literally just not shaking its tail, but it looked absolutely fucking gorgeous. I did think its face was very similar to a hognose.
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously a lot more dangerous. I'm just wondering, maybe that's why the hognose maybe evolved to look like the rattlesnake a little bit, maybe so predators and stuff would think it was a rattlesnake.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because I know there's a false rattlesnake as well, isn't there? One that pretends to be a rattlesnake but isn't.
That's isn't that it's not the bull snake, is it? It's
I've no idea.
No, I can't remember. I know there is one, but I can't think of the name of it. I'm not a snake person, so I don't I'm not very sure. So.
No, I've literally just started looking at the snakes. More so this year than what I've done in the past. Definitely. Because now we've got the corn snake. I think hognose is on its way sooner or later. Maybe a Burmese as well. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Because the Burmese is a big snake.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You need to keep in mind they're a giant snake and they're going to get humongous over the years, and you got to be able to house them and feed them, and they get massive. So.
Stacey, that lighter, or the one from Manatee's Den, with that on it. Don't know if I should start a channel. I'm only 12, says Lincoln. Lincoln, you're probably best asking your parents or guardians for their opinion, mate, I think, on whether you should start a channel all by yourself or not. Because when you post your videos, you will have to do it so the comments are turned off as well. And if you're only 12, what are you doing up at this time of night? Go to bed.
Yes, I love spiders are for me too. I have nothing against snakes. It's just I don't. They're just not my thing. Like, we get them out in the yard all the time. Back when we had the chickens, they were forever in the chicken coop, and Jason had to go in there and run them off because I refused to hurt them because they just wanted some eggs, so we just leave them alone. Usually we just carry them off, but I'm not gonna hurt a snake. Okay, Lincoln's in the U.S. That explains a lot.
Yeah. I could see you with like geckos or morning geckos or something, or gargoyles.
Me and Jason, we got our first pet together, was a bearded dragon. His name is Spider-Man. He's, 7 years old now? That's the only reptile we have. So, but,
I am
Mark,
literally...
Mark, you're really, really close to 100. I think you're going to get that really soon.
What's he on now?
Where's Tara at?
Babe? Spider-Man wants you now, bitch. I can hear her. She's burping and farting.
Is she busy?
Yes, she is.
Hey, sweetie, how you doing?
I'm alright. You okay?
Yeah. It's really dizzy today, but that's why I look so I think that's why I look so high right now. This vertigo is awful today. But yeah. Just want to see how you were doing.
I'm all good.
That's good.
Mark, how many subscribers are you on at the moment, mate?
How many does he have? He's pretty close. Let's see. Let's see how many he's got now.
I know we gave him a bit of a boost on the last stream.
Yeah. He's at 77 subs right now. So.
Send you what, Stacey? This light or the black one? This one's got the dice in it. And then that one. Yeah, this one, the engraving on it says, "We love you, Daddy. Happy birthday from Layla, Leo, and Noah." But you can get these from Mantis Den. Liam on Facebook. The Mantis Den is now doing personalised lighters. He engraves them for you. So if you want to get a black one, just pop the Mantis Den a message.
Yeah, that was pretty neat when she showed me that. That's awesome.
I sent her a picture.
I
put a picture on the group.
I didn't even know.
I know about everything. I know about everything you had coming, Scott. So yeah.
You know
Did she know about
picture.
the Mantis as well?
No, they just saw the lighter.
Oh, bastards.
Wait, it's called Tiger's Army, not Fox Army.
What else have you been chatting about in that little group?
Little tits.
Little tits.
Yeah? Me and Ellie, the hashtag Tiny Tits Crew.
Right, I'm going to leave you with Spider-Man while I can have a fag. Don't abuse my channel.
It's alright, the next live's on mine.
When's that, Monday?
We haven't decided yet, have we?
Nope, not yet.
Not that it's going to get us far. I've only got 4 subscribers.
Oh, that pet page is on. Hi, James. You all right, mate? Mark, I got my mystery box today, Scott. Done a video. I'll check that video. When is that video gone out yet, Mark? If not, then I shall watch it after the stream, fella.
Hey, James.
I'm literally subscribed to that many channels. I never know what's going on at the top. But I will definitely check that video out after this stream, mate.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going for a fag. I should be back in a second. Oh. Green screen on the wall.
So did you get Ellie's mug?
I did, yeah.
It's gonna be on my video, but I got it.
I got it almost a week ago. They're so cool, aren't they?
I love it. I'm so tickled.
I got another one.
Yeah, I saw Happy Ant sent you that one. Yep, I saw that on the group chat. That was really nice.
But it says hashtag Tara's Army.
I know, I love that.
When I got it out of the box, I was so excited.
I bet so. So Scott's happy with his mantids, I see. They're adorable. Oh my goodness, they are adorable.
Well, he knew nothing about them. So
Yeah.
which was even better. Because it's normally me that doesn't know that things are coming.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, Bailey. You talked about that on the podcast. You've got the smart bulbs. You're doing in your spider room there. Whole disco thing.
We'll see if it works.
Huh?
Alexa, lights off.
Did Ellie say she had a phone call? Is that why she had to leave?
I don't know.
Oh, she left pretty fast. I'm not sure. So are you going to get you a new critter soon? For yourself?
I don't know. I'm more lizards.
Yeah. Your geckos, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love them. They're just so cute.
They are cute.
When you're trying to do something, you haven't got a clue what you're doing.
All the time.
There.
You want an Asian forest scorpion? Yeah, they're pretty neat. Mantis den acrylics for some small tarantulas. Yeah, those are. I saw those after you were talking about them, Bailey. Those are neat. H. Spinnifer are awesome. Yeah. I was really looking forward to going to the show next month, but it has been canceled and rescheduled to July. So now I have to wait till July. So, I mean, I don't mind getting ordering online, but it's so much more fun to be around like-minded people and picking out your own spiders, you know. But what can you do?
That is the link for my channel, isn't it?
What? Yes.
Right, copy it and post it in the chat.
Pentalors. Yeah. No, it's not the same. It's not the same ordering and then going to a show and picking out your own. But we gotta do what we gotta do in these times.
I missed the shows. Ooh. James says 4 subscribers, drop your channel, I'll sub now.
Yeah, that's me.
So basically that pet page wants to do a sub for sub. So if you've got your own YouTube channel. Just type me in the comments, and everybody can subscribe to each other, including that pet page. I have a lot of love for James. Wouldn't mind hooking up with you actually, James, and doing some sort of collab pretty soon. That'd be pretty cool. Don't have a Spinnifer, says Mark Spider, guys. Spinnifers are awesome. The Spinnifer and the Peter Sai.
I was talking to Layla, telling her to open her phone.
And the Simani. Mark, you can pick all three up from the Spider shop for 30 quid. The Stingy Boy box has all three scorpions. I had one just before Christmas, and all three were like a really, really, really good size. Really good size scorpions. Real good value for money, that was.
Flashed me a couple.
Oh, yeah, Tara's. Happy Ant's gone to bed, I think.
Oh, no. At least I showed you that.
I've subbed to the enemy, Scott. Yeah, 100%, dude. I'm game for a collab. Wicked. So me and James, some point in the future, are going to do some sort of collab. No idea what it is. No idea. But we shall definitely do it. Have you subscribed to that pet page?
No.
I'm checking. Check.
Yeah, I was trying to. I was switching back and forth between this stream and then the Lads Night In with James and Scott and Stefan and all them were on there. So I was switching back and forth. I had you playing on the TV, but I was switching back and forth on my phone. It's like so I could try to keep up. But
Christine, did you see that video that got put on the Facebook group yesterday?
Yes, I couldn't figure out which one you were.
I was close to murdering him.
I watched it twice, and I was like, "Which one is it?" I was like, "I can't see which one Tara is."
I was the back left with the ponytail.
Okay. I'll watch it again, and then I
didn't even know it was on YouTube, and it's been there since 2010.
Getting down, huh?
Don't think I could do it now.
She can dance.
Yeah, I watched it. I was like, which one is Tara? I was like, I can't see that well. But now I can watch it and know which one is you. Graham.
When I showed Scott, I was like, oh my God. He's like, what's that? I didn't even know it was there.
That's wild. Graham, stop, buddy. What are you doing?
You were quite surprised yourself, weren't you?
Calm down. Calm down. Don't. No.
Aww.
Yeah, he likes sugars way too much. Really, Graham? Right on the mouth.
Yeah, no, I can hear her. He's popping.
I think what we'll do is give it another 5 minutes, and we'll end the stream. Because if you're outside of the UK, it is quarter to 12 at night. I've got to be up early for work in the morning. But yeah.
I heard Jason in the background say "ha-ha" because Grim was jumping up here, licking me in the face. His birthday's his birthday's Saturday. He'll be 43 Saturday. So
Jason.
Yeah.
He's 53. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Okay.
James, that pet page. Scott, question for you: if money was no object, what would be your dream animal? Oh.
He's got it. Me.
I don't know, man. I think my dream is literally to win the lottery, have a warehouse, have half of it full of fish pools, and then the other half full of reptiles and spiders and inverts, and and just have a massive zoo going on. Do you know what I mean? But if you watch Predatory Fins, on YouTube, or if you watch Paul Cafaro or any of those guys, then something similar to that, where they've literally got massive fish tanks with red-tailed catfish and all sorts in them, literally sort of massive fish. Definitely would have literally one side of a warehouse full of the tanks like that, and then I'd literally have every tarantula I could get my hands on, every centipede I could get my hands on, and every reptile I could get my hands on.
That crafty
can't,
is a house.
But realistically, probably I would absolutely love, although they are very expensive, is a Scolopendria Galapagos. Those centipedes are something else. They're proper sexy. Pardon me. Bailey's Bug Blog. Dream pet is a velvet worm, but the ones that can be actually kept, the Costa Rican, yeah, they're the only ones that can be kept in captivity, aren't they? Because the rest just pass away. I did see.
Well, I'm going to disappear and make tea.
There was a seller selling the velvet worms, but they weren't the ones that could keep in captivity. That was a bit of a weird thing, but it is what it is.
What?
But yeah, I think that'll be it, James. If I had to pick one, it would be that Galapagos. I think the first time I seen one was on Peter Webster channel when he got one. But like I said, they are quite expensive. And then I seen one in the flesh. I think it was at BTS 2019. I think Tony had one in a big fish tank, and it was just like wow. But yeah, I would love a Galapagos.
I know here in the U.S., Bugs in Cyberspace has velvet worms. Yeah. They're funky.
343 in Cali, says Lincoln. Over, yeah, like so now it's 10 to midnight over here. Take you or me one day, just need the room. Yeah, I wouldn't mind what is that? Oh, I wouldn't mind a monitor lizard. That'd be quite nice. But again, it's having the room for something like a monitor lizard, isn't it? They do need a good size enclosure, literally a massive enclosure.
Oh yeah, you know what I want? I want a miniature donkey.
A mini what?
Miniature donkey.
Oh, miniature donkey.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
What I want.
That
One
would be
day
cool.
I'll get one. One day.
I want a chipmunk.
You want a what?
A chipmunk.
Yeah. They're adorable.
Bailey's Bug Blog. I'm sat in my dressing gown, chilled as, not up early tomorrow, so probably watch something later. Yeah, watch my videos, dude. That'd be wicked.
Or mine, you know. Share the love.
Watch one of mine and then watch one of Spider-Woman's, then watch one of mine, then watch one of Spider-Woman. Mark the Spider guys off. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Thank you so much for joining, Mark, and we'll see you next week, fella. Take care. Stacey says, I'll definitely do a live stream once lockdown is over, once my hair lashes are done, and she wants a Komodo dragon.
Ooh, Komodo. Ooh, you ain't playing. Goodness.
Or a rhino, because no one wants one. So is that a better page?
I have a dolphin.
I have a blue morpho butterfly.
A blue morpho butterfly?
Yeah.
I'll tell you something that I wouldn't mind again. That's the Atlas moth. I'd really like an Atlas moth.
They're amazing, they are.
Oh, they're gorgeous. They are
I
gorgeous.
had one. Well, we had one as a cocoon and it hatched out, but unfortunately, like they live up to 2 weeks and that's it.
Yeah.
What is fascinating is they don't actually have a mouth.
They don't have a mouth. Is that what you said?
They don't have a mouth. No, they eat and eat as a grub. And when they hatch out, they live for up to 2 weeks, and their sole purpose is literally to mate and is literally to breed, and then that's it. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. But
Absolute shame. But
yeah, baby. I know the
Yeah.
butterflies and moths. They just once they get out of that, once they turn, they don't live long at all. It is a shame.
definitely.
Lena said she wants a blue morpho butterfly. Never heard of it.
Okay.
Let me tell you what it is.
According to it, it's a massive blue butterfly.
What you doing?
Hello, Scott.
All right, Jace. How are you?
I'm good. I figured I'd jump in here and say hello before you left.
Spider Mum says you're turning 53 soon.
Yeah, right. Gray hair on my beard, I don't doubt it.
do you know what? The next 10 years will fly by, and I'll be saying to you, can you remember 10 years ago when I said to you?
In classic 50-year-old fashion, I won't be able to remember nothing.
Well, I'm a crickets and stuff. Yeah, definitely, Andrew. That pet page, I'm off, you bunch of legends. Have a good one. Thank you for popping in, James. I know you've run a long stream tonight, so for you to finish your stream and come pop over and say hello means the world to me, mate. Drop us a message over the next couple of days, and we'll get together. We'll do some sort of collab. I might have an idea for it, but we'll see.
It's Joe from the last of us.
Huh?
Grown to 7.9 inches.
Again. Check. That's a good boy.
20 centimetre wingspan.
How are you feeling now, Jason?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good. My symptoms and all that stuff are gone. Occasionally, I might have a little bit of a cough here and there, but I feel a million times better than what I did when I was sick.
Are you back at work?
Oh, yeah, I've been back. This is week 2. This is my second week back. As soon as I got back, machines breaking down left and right. I had to stay late a couple of times working on one. Had to get a programmer in there to fix some stuff that got all messed up on one of the computers on them. We just got it back running yesterday.
I had today off. I've booked today off as a holiday. And then one of the customers phoned my work phone, so I answered it, spoke to him, and ended up phoning up work anyway. But it's just what you do, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I wouldn't care if they said on my phone, I'd be like, here, you can have it now.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the other engineers, they may not have even answered the phone, but I always do.
Yeah.
Bailey's book says, Bailey's book blog says, what state are you guys from, by the way?
We're in North Carolina.
Bailey wants to know.
Yeah. We join you looking at Daddy. Yeah.
Right. I think we're gonna end the stream about now.
Yeah.
I want to have a cup of tea, have a fag,
Well,
go get
good night. What's left of it?
yeah, literally about 10 minutes. But yeah. Well, Bailey's Blood Bowl's going to have a look at the maps to see exactly whereabouts you are. So thank you, everybody, for joining the stream, being part of the stream, for commenting, for watching. And for those of you that have been from the start, you know, massive thank you. Literally, really appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for all your comments and all your positivity towards Paul as well. Thank you so much. And we shall see you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Everybody.